お疲れ様です。ともぞうです。今回もレインボーシックスシージトップリーグの振り返りやっていきたいと思います。今回から EU 振り返っていきたいと思うんですが、ミラーで見てたんですけれども、ちょっと時間が経っちゃったんで、改めて振り返りやっていきたいなというところで、今スケジュール出てるんですけれども、後ろの2試合ですね。シークレットとバータスプロ、BDS とウルブズを振り返りました。この2試合がセミファイナルでメジャーをかけた戦いというところで、この段階では G2 とワイルドはすでに敗退して順位決定戦、賞金がありますからね。賞金と、インビポイントか、というところがありましたので、それをかけての、これは5位決定戦なので、もうメジャー関係なくて、この2チームは LCQ に回るということが確定していた中での戦いでした。ちょっとね、この段階でトーナメント表こちらになるんですが、ちょっとアップデートされたものがないので、バータスプロが G2 に 2-0 で勝ち上がり、ウルブズがワイルドに 2-1 で勝利して、シークレットとバータスプロ、そしてウルブズと BDS のマッチアップが決まっているという戦いになります。これに勝てばメジャーが決まるという戦いで、その後もファイナルあるんですけれどもね。その後もファイナルの試合残るんですが、一旦メジャーのフェーズ2からの出場が決まるという試合になっています。それでは見ていただきたいんですけれども、お伝えした通り今回振り返りなので準備フェーズ飛んでいます。ただちょっとね、前半の音の調整失敗してまして、ちょっと試合音が大きくなってて、僕の声があんまりうまく聞き取れない部分がちょっと続くかもしれないんで、その点はご了承ください。それではどうぞ。この2マップ目マジで注目。領事館をバータスプロが取ってナイトヘイブンラボをシークレットが取るんだけど、このナイトヘイブンクソおもろかったんだよな。それが見たいがために選びました。で、ディサイダーがクラブハウスと。じゃあ早速行きましょうか。領事館。ちょうどこれぐらいかな。
And then fall back step by step when the pressure gets too much, or will they get caught off guard upstairs on their own?
Looks like most of VP's roam game is on the basement floor, funnily enough.
Window
we occasionally see in servers, and that's what we've got here. I don't think there's anyone from the defense on this ground floor. And it has allowed these lurkers to sink their tendrils into that roam game. And I guess before too long, Pengu, we'll start seeing the Bark and the Ram start ripping up that floor and putting that pressure on the bomb site.
Yeah, we saw VP fall back very early because he did start on the primary floor of things. Just kind of peeping the head out for a drone or two, but I will say Secret done a really good job right now.
いやー、最近 CG 欲が高いから、今日 CG してないから CG したくなってくるな。
There are only 4 drones left alive on the attack, which means when they get to the actual bomb site here momentarily, they're not going to have the most amount of information for what the site itself looks like, or they'll be missing a flank drone somewhere. ラ
ムって事故らないからマジでいいよな。ソロで使っててもめちゃくちゃ大事な気がしてた。
A lot of work still to be done for Secret on the attacking
これどういう
side.
開き方にな
And
る
that Zoto canister is going to stall out this breach here on the main wall. I mean, this was this is
ライデン
VP's
君こんばん
map
は
pick, right?。
ダンクマンさんこんばんいらっしゃい。サゲさんもこんばんは。
Yeah,
I think it's flipped actually.
So Secret chose to start an attack here on Consulate. They
いや、
have
降り
to
た
have
の
a solid start. And Grubby does find the opening kill, moving down Spiral. Doom also finding Pasha. I thought this was a little bit slow, but maybe Secret have got this. It's all up to Shepard now, and he's been spotted. 1v4. He finds his first.
いやー、これ寄れない
He
よ
is cut
な。
off, and that player inside of security.
そう、裏詰められてるから
Seconds to
ね。
play as Savage finishes off Dan and Virtue forcing that diffuser
うん、
down.
これは結構グルービーの差し込みが
Savage.
かなり効いてたよな。
Like Team Secret, and again,
裏管理だよな、やっぱり領事館の地下は。どうやってサーバー側をケアするかだよ
attacker
な。
favorite meta, or where very specific key operators can be very vital to what happens on the attack. You start attack.
そう、やっぱり、そう考えるとバックってやっぱり技術いるよね。ソロで使ったらバックってさ、キルタイムが早いからマジで優秀なんだよな。
You let your opponent make the first move, you make the play afterwards, you do the prep work, and you get the desired outcome either way. Sometimes they ban the operator that you want to get rid of, and therefore you get a free ban. Could be Secret's angle as well, but either way, you're correct. They're looking great in the first round, and very much like the first one, it's an incredibly slow start here. Half the round burned, just now entering the building. But doing it safely, as I say that, C4 goes off from Dan. He was waiting for a full 60 seconds with that C4 ripped and primed to go.
そう、あれ横から入ったらさ、案外さ、いけんじゃないかっていう感じで入るんだよな。
You love it. Very solid entry at the start of last round, but he's been stalled out here on the spiral steps. What a one tap. Finally finishes off Dan and hungry for more on the back of the E1D. He goes in. Little bit of information there.
いや、本命は突っ込んでるぞ。
The flashes make this hell in a cell here for Virtus Pro on site. Adrian, low HP.
うお、強っ。
Desperately, Virtus Pro in
あ
the
れ
1v1, and the smoke finishes it
あれ
off. I mean, that
ラチコさん、
round
こんばんいらっ
was
しゃ
absolute
い。
kerfuffle.
And early so the good thing is this pro's chance of 60 seconds
Guys, the 5th best player statistically in
あ
the
れ
league.
なんか一人落ちてる。
somewhere. Slow start for a strong finish. They are playing so many more angles than Virtus Pro, who's more symbol oriented, with Doom getting open and kill.
一
This
回の
should
回遊落としたのか。
statistically mean that Virtus Pro's chance of winning this round very close to zero. Unless they make a play somewhere in the following 60 seconds to even back that score to a 4 versus 4.
June finding that opening, as you said, high impact, but it's unsurprising. This guy is the 5th best player statistically in the league.
いいスタンだね、今のも何気ないけど。
Opening deaths. Him and Adrian,
さっきここでバーチーやれたから。 めちゃくちゃグルービーにケアしてもらって入ってる。サンゴさんこんばんはいらっしゃい。あ、そうだ、昨日の結果俺やってね。昨日結果 BD だったんだよな。合ってるな。はい。今、サンゴさんの名前の前に1がついてて思い出した。昨日そういやなんか、あ、やべえ、俺、それで切ったわと思った。忘れてた。ソーリー。
I love this.
1.3万サンゴさん稼いでる。
They had to stick around. They've already lost a player. Second call goes off from Dokebi, so now also secret. When they want to go for that final push, they're not gonna have to call for it. Yes, Nurk is flanking somewhere on the map in basement for Savage. Virtue finds another. This is VP falling apart very quickly. Pasha swung out the door. He wasn't patient enough, getting too eager for a gunfight, and Secret slow pace again, punishing Virtus Pro.
Yeah, this is just great pace reading from Secret. They know that Virtus Pro need to get aggressive. And so Secret are happy to just wait.
いや、これ上が刺さると、ジョイさん刺さると。現状ちゃった。
June, well, he opened the round and he's now found a little bit more. It's now a 4 versus 2.
下もバレちゃった。あ、ジョイさん落とされちゃった。
Joystick has been taken down and it's all
何が起こったか。カメラさんが置いてないからよくわからんな。
I don't think it's going to be possible. 1v4 and he has no bloody clue where these players are. They've all vacated the site more or less. Player on the vertical angle has got an inkling, but yeah, this is a done deal. Nice closeout for
落ち着いとるの。
A big round there for Secret, and the attacks are looking pretty spicy.
Yeah. See, bonus or players. Vaulting in a window or repelling in a window, which you do quite commonly here on Consulate. But the Blitz and Deimos duo much quicker than the usual roam clip before. They had the RAM, they had the IQ, right? They had the Twitch, much more slower pace. Hey, we want map control. This is a lineup that says if you're roaming, we're gonna hunt you. We're gonna play for opening kills and play the numbers advantage. There's one.
And there immediately, Aroma spotted. It's Joystick, and with a bit of a distraction, the Blitz goes and closes that distance. There's Savage, but he can't take this fight forever. Beautiful work though as Grubby rounds the corner and takes.
いや、純粋にカメラが今猛烈にむずいと思う。結構匠の技を求められてるところはあると思うよ。まあ、差し引いても日本のさカメラの人が上手いからさ。世界も頑張ってほしいなっていうなんか変な上から目線になっちゃってんだけど、その気持ちはある。
So now Virtus Pro, they've got themselves into the right position. All they gotta do now is not throw that away. They need to keep trading out each other. If we see Pasha getting aggressive and die alone, for example, that's exactly how Secret can make a comeback happen. They're so great at finding those isolated players when they're on the attacking side. Virtus Pro have to play the position game here. Play behind the mirror windows, play close together, play around the C4 operator to try and take down the Team Secret should not be able to go for a plant attempt here most likely, and Virtus Pro should recognize that and know that they're gonna go for kills.
ただここ割れてないのでかいね。グルービーのデイモスも優秀やな。
Smoke's likely to come out and block out some of these lines of sight. That diffuser going to get picked up. It looks like Savage is telling his teammate to do that. Adrian's found his entry. There come the flashes. Suppressive fire and the blitz to try
ピン立ってる。ピン立ってるよ。あ、ピン立ってるの今打ちミスったな。
No plant denial as the C4s have already been wasted in the flank from above. From always.
いや、これ always 偉い。
Now it's up to Savage to clutch up in this 1 versus 2. He needs to try and take this fight.
おおサベージブリッツうますぎ。今のうまかったな。リトロないんならきつい。これ見えんの？うまーい。サベージうますぎ。よくいらっしゃい。いやもうこれ解除行くしかないな。あ、危ね。危なかったね。ワンチャン床ちゃんと抜けてなかったら。いやでもサベージうまい。あそこでもう2階が潰された時点で2階に迷わずブリッツで突っ込んでいったのがマジで偉いわ。うますぎ。
You know, half the rounds that you're playing from behind, you can just turn so many bad rounds into good rounds.
Well, we knew we were in for a bit of chaos between these teams, that's for damn sure. After seeing the 8-7, or 8-6 rather, when they went up against each other in the regular stage, then yeah, I expected a close contest. But then everything certainly favors
調子に乗って頭抜かれてちゃう。今のは絶対やられちゃいけないタイミングだから。1V1 だし。あ、じゃあ 2V1 だし。
I can see why Team Secret picked to start attack on console. They are unbelievable.
I imagine the mental game from Virtus Pro. I mean, it's no secret that Virtus Pro, they're an emotional team. Joystick often speaks about that in interviews. And very openly at tournaments as well, internationally, saying that sometimes they can't control their emotions. After they get swing there, even spec the numbers again. Some players in VP are doing the right things right now, but it's very much individual plays. Nobody's supporting, nobody's there to back up past you if things don't go the correct way. Now there's a player from Secret on the skylight. Robbie drops down, not gonna catch him, but Shepard falls meeting instead. Secret are still in full control.
ただトイレからの車線でオフィスが耐えられなかったのはきついね。あ、まずい。螺旋が落ちた。パシャさん。バレテーラ、パンテーラ。強い。パシャがスタッツ一番良かったんだっけか。ベスト5入ったんだっけか。なんかパシャすごい良かったんだよね。パシャのハートがチームを救ってるとこあるな。なんかすごい。
I see this guy at international events and he's always like laughing and smiling saying, oh, bingo, bingo, bingo. And we talk about Siege and we talk about like the mental side of things and Virtus gets able to kill again. Some things never change. June follows up as well. Virtus Pro, they had a game.
ジュメさっきからこのビザ1回でめちゃくちゃキル取ってるんだ。
And good operators to go for the swing. Third guy follows through. That's a good trade back, but that's still a 2v1 favoring Secret massively.
Yeah, wow. Dial it in, boys. Secret are looking on fire today. Like we said before, Pengu, Virtus Pro expect a 4-2 defense half. And Secret are on their way to finding a 4-2 attack half.
And now they do this thing where they just bleed them out, right? We get really fast entries. Okay, we get swung out by Dan. He trades a DAC for one. Now we just slow it out. We kill the round basically, right? On the roof, droning, using the Twitch gadget, using the IQ scanner, going for the Dokkaebi call. Now we know how much of them is actually clear. We take top 4 for free. They have 1 minute and 35 to work with. They can still go for a full clear verticality, but instead, Lion Adrian jumps in first the window with no backup. That's a big mistake because I thought the attack was going to be top 4. That's where everybody else is from Secret.
今の音の距離感ミスったな。
Yeah, that was a huge blunder.
ペングもミステイクついた。
Characteristic of Adrian is usually so good. But that mistake may cost
10名さんいるからな。
1
分でコロックだったら全然ある。あ、でも上取られてるから現地に入るの相当むずいよね。そうだね、こっちの廊下を押さえに行かないとだもんね。
Virtus Pro playing off the bomb side, playing around the objective instead, mostly here. Also just denying Secret the space, but now they get up again, actually. So bit of a back and forth.
地面下ろしたいんだよね。
Closing on the side itself.
シェパードまた下
Side,
行った
of course, very pivotal. Shotgun the corner.
いやー、これはやらかしたね。やらかしたっていうか、この辺りがバータスプロの限界を感じるよな。カバーできるいない位置なのに広がって一人一人狩られてるし、体で情報取りに行くんだったらシェパードは地下にいない方がいいよな。一人やられてもトレードするような状況に持っておかないと結構むずいよな。この辺りは結構バータスプロの限界だと思うんだよな。結構それぞれのポジションこだわって守るんだよね。ガジェットあるから大丈夫とかそういう判断するんだよな。
But it's like, okay, let's just recharge it. It's the lowest cost utility to use to break a castle barricade. Oh, it's jammed. I gotta use one of my only 2 self-destruction to get it instead. How should a pistol kill? Onto the Valkyrie and cams maybe or something? I don't know.
I think it must have been Savage must have been on his cam somewhere. So that's an unusual pick to go through. I don't know if that was through the floor. From a rappel. Grim's B's have gone out, but nothing as of yet. C4's primed and ready, waiting for that rappel.
この位置届く。
Rappel's about to come through. This could be a double C4 if it's timed well. The nade goes through. Rappel inside for Pasha, bit of damage done, and now the spray. This player is trapped now in that room. The spray comes through, and Joom has been taken out, but Dan C4'd. So Joom not finished off as of yet. They should know that he's on the floor. But VP has still struggled a little bit to capitalize on this advantage.
Oh, they have.
動じないよな、毒じゃない限りは。
One kill out of his teammates.
One punch with.
Joom injured on the ground, confirmed now just then. Joom C4 was actually tossed, and I think the grenade destroyed it when the nade exploded.
ファーストマップ結構張り合ってたんだよな。いい勝負してたんだよ。
Admin offices rather. So that nade might have saved Virtus Pro in the opening engagement. Either way. VP making good time right now, right? 50 seconds, they got 2 picks, they're inside of admin offices, but they're rotating towards CEO instead, completely changing it around.
シュート陣地だ。
And they just repelled inside. Look, Virtue has no idea he's looking the other way.
いやー、これは見れてない
I
ね。
don't know what secret is smoking, but they got no bloody
お見事。このシュートチェンジお見事。
Numbers advantage. And now a post plan. They finally realized, but it's far too
もう飛び出すしかないんだよね、こうなる
banned out by VP means that this is such a challenging post plan. And no spare castle barricades available for Groovy either. So here it comes, Adrian trying to tick it on out, and the cover has to come through from Grubby. The players on rappel, no one can test it. Eventually there's
下だっ
Shepard.
た。
Grubby not able to even refrag that kill. A concussion adds insult to.
いや、あれだよな。管理ジム行くと見せかけて揺さぶって領事オフィスだよな。あのタクは結構メジャーチーム使ってくるだろうな。
He knocked you guys out of Six Invitational 2022.
Coincidental.
You want it? It's 2020?
Doesn't matter. Yeah.
Sorry, coincidental, was it?
かなり人数かけてたのをシークレット側が掴んでたからね。あの速さでちょっと領事オフィスにシフトチェンジされた。まあ仕込みドローンがあって多分それが根拠だと思うんだけど。ドローン入れて情報を確認するっていうフェーズがなかったから、まあ止められないよね。
Yeah, 4.5. Coming in 5 years, so maybe he's almost not an import. Oh, well, good opening kill now for Secret. You mentioned the C4s didn't work out so well for VP.
バックカウンターか。
Thankfully, Secret can bank on them any day of the week. Pasha's a big player to take down. That's your vertical operator.
1階の防衛ライン熱いね。
That is the single biggest operator to take down. Final pick hole going out here. Gonna give out the information, but again, it's actually secrets for the 2 players.
いや、こういうのをバータスプロできないんだよね。
That's what VP couldn't do themselves.
ダンさん結構やっぱ単独で刺しに来るからな。この1個の前の試合が確かダンさんが結構単独で差し込みに行くっていう方針に変えてたんだよな。 Play that 5 versus 3. 2 guys watch the back, 3 guys watch the front. Don't leave any gaps. それが刺さってたんだけど。
Oh, that's a big kill from Grubby. I thought Always had won that for sure. Even a little bit of a pre-fire with the DMR. First shot landed, but nah, Grubby. Face full of buckshot for Always is what's in store. Now a 2v5 for VP. And this has just gone from bad to worse.
いや、5v2 で地下のこの狭いエリア攻めるの相当むずいよな。だいぶ絶望的やな。クラッチが起こる可能性がめちゃくちゃ少ない。
Effectively trapped here at the pillar, and a nade is not going to save him. That's for damn sure. Shepard finds one. The Aussie goes down.
いやー、そこのブラックミラーがある限りだいぶしんどいぞ。
Just misses. Joystick takes a hell of a lot of damage, but he has to cover as the pressure from above might be able to deny the plant. Joom needs to land a C4 tossed out. Doesn't get the kill, but it doesn't matter because Joystick's taken down and the retake is inevitable. Secret up.
でもなんか対応力がシークレットの方が上って感じするよな。
Yeah. I think they were supposed to bait it, right? Yeah, you see, that was gonna happen because there's no jammer this time. Then you see forward instead. That was the idea behind it. But he went to the other window. The boot 1C4, second C4 goes out. There's a tiny bit of damage towards Pasha.
あちちちち。
Ouch! Has to sprint for the fire. Oh no!
入ってる。
Oh no!
Joystick?
Yeah, he's just snuck into the top of spiral stairs and there's no refrag opportunity. He's stuck behind enemy lines. Good refrag.
まあ間入っちゃったからな。ロックじゃない限りは挟まれるよな。
Well played by Secret as they can start to peel back. Remember the bomb site isn't this top floor.
この段の差し込みなんだよな。 ちょいずれ。
The red ping comes out, but it's poorly timed. Hitfire's not going to find anything. That was a little bit of an unfortunate opportunity there for Virtus Pro.
I feel like Joystick, you know, it gets in, it gets the kill, that's great. Either get back out and just survive, or have your teammates push up aggressively there, and that's the problem that VP they have. Also, the Vulcan Fire was kind of, you know, stopping them from pushing in. There was a Twitch drone popping it, I believe, so VP should have known that. Either way, the 4v4 is not too bad, and with June low on HP, same as Savage, it kind of favors Virtus Pro. If Savage can make the right play here top floor, go for a late round flank and find the kill together with Adrian.
エアジャブの手前に入ったかそれ。
Secret, because verticality is everything on this lobby hold.
There is a crossfire here by these two remaining defenders on the top floor.
They know.
One of them has been spotted. Here comes the yellow ping. Always they have an angle.
What he
Savage just holds
サブスバレてない。
and meanwhile,
奥のエイドリアンが倒してくれてる。
one kill and
刺さるのか。
managed to win that fight against the player on the window. He's fallen back in a bathroom.
いやエイドリアン潰してました。
Refrag, not directly. VP elsewhere found a pick. Here comes Pasha. Good flash.
カバーできるか。
The shot eventually comes
できなかっ
through, but
た。
they have still no
いやもうハイドし続けるこれ。
Resides upstairs. 15 seconds to play. He should be able to save this round, especially if June
あれ
can hold down the fort on side. Savage finds his patience rewarded. All up to Shepard now as he needs to find a plant opportunity. Is there going to be vertical
あ、見え
denial?
ない。
Savage doesn't seem to know where the plant's going down. Shepard's going to be able to hold it in the post now.
あらららららららら。
And he gets it done.
Inside CEO. You just
我慢したのが逆にあだとなったね。
on the fence.
もっと早めにエイドリアン潰しに来た時にカバーいけてたら話変わったかもしれない。
Circling. Looks like they're going to get to control of the top
エ
floor.
アジャブがあ
And
っ
the
た
first
の
player
か
they're
な。
likely to meet is June here on the Scopus.
He can TP out though. He can play in this sacrificial position, and if the heat is too much, there we go. Teleport back out. Don't lose a numbers advantage, or just wait. Is he? You can't be on the hatch. You can't be on the
Can't get
hatch.
safe.
June, you can't stand on the hatch and go for teleport. I don't think he recognizes this. Pop stash is dead just
wow.
now. He might be okay, but that's such a poor way to have died if that would have gone sideways. So he gets out, but June not fully understanding the new operator. Well, it's a new operator, James, right? The whole point is
Yeah.
that you're
I
still
didn't know
learning
that,
these
to be
things.
honest, Pengu. So
Okay, there we go. Yeah,
That's
you
a
cannot teleport on a
good little bit of
changeable
tech.
あららら。
area. So
妖怪
hatches,
ドローンと
for
の
example,
追いかけっこになってる。
a certain vault boost spot that doesn't have enough ground below you, etc.
情報取りに行けっていうタイムアウトだったかな。
yeah, you got to know the tech for these operators if you're going to play them in a pro match, right? So at least Jim is able to get out alive. Thankfully, he had an impact.
まあここまでガジェット壊せたら管理ジムだろうな。
Meanwhile, that's one yokai taken out. Very strange that Secret are using it so aggressively and seemingly not peeking.
いや、螺旋取れるかどうかだね。
They actually kept an Echo drone or Yokai drone in the pocket for a long time, likely because Twitch's been played by VP so often, and you don't want to risk losing that to a drone just like finding it by chance. So Savage, despite having Echo, only had one drone active until about 30 seconds ago. So there's a bit of limited information if you're defending right now. But because you have the 5 versus 5, this typically favors defense.
ここだね。
You can cover all those angles close
この段がかなり
together.
重要。
Careful spiral though. VP, they want to strike right
Oh, he
now.
doesn't know. He should die here. He brings out the carrot.
いやー、やりきれんかった。
He's managed to get away with his life. Secret seemingly coming to life here on this defensive side. As VP
ピークしてきてる。
Virtue, a well-timed swing makes us a 1v3 for Shepard.
わあ、あの位置の防弾カメラ爆発用だね。
Good refrag there.
あれ壊そうと思って壊せない。
Does go down. Shepard doesn't seem to know where Grubby has flung off to. He's hidden himself deep in the side. Diffuser in pocket here for Shepard, but he's hunting for something. You can't go for a plant now. And he finds absolutely
nothing when deeper inside and it boosts all that nerve.
If Team Secret
だいぶ時間使わされたよな。
like this is so likely to be a 2-0 if Team Secret can win here. And they found the opening pill again. How's Dan fallen like that?
ジュメさん強えな。
3 kills across 11 rounds so far, and Savage finds one aggressively peeking outside. It's desperation now for Virtus Pro. As finally Pasha gets one, but he's more heavy listing for this team.
ロジックボムで一気に入ってきた。
We need to see something big here. Savage is about to pass by.
逃げれた。うわ、イントロ。うわ、完璧。死人してニトロ。
Oh, this game is so done. VP now desperate in the 2 versus 4. But I have a feeling that Nighthaven Labs is calling.
うますぎだな。このシーン覚えてるな。サベージのやっぱパフォーマンスがいいよね。
They're so spread apart, no one helping each other again. I mean, Shivers been outside the building the entire time. Is the breach open? No. Guess what? There's a cat claw. Do they get piano control? Also no. The bug finally gets in. Doesn't see Savage on the Mossy. Just drops down. Gets a C4 kill instead. Yes, they have 60 seconds. Yes, they can maybe get that cat claw with a Dokubi DMR. But they have no information. They have no active drones in the server. It's just a Shepard, just like last time, in the exact same position, maybe a little bit worse, in that 2v4. And Secret, they're holding the side with 3 players or 2 players, with the other players going for the front. They're playing the front and the back at the same time.
なんかデジャブやなこれ。デジャブやなこれ。なんか一回見たんだこれ。
2 versus 4, they enter the side, the hatch above.
いやー見ないといけないものが多すぎるね。
And Shepard is so vulnerable. He's barely safe
あー上から
from
潰さ
that
れた。
hatch, and he goes down the tube. Easy lockout there for Adrian.
さすがですね。シークレットレベル高えな。
Take down Virtus Pro on their own damn map pick. Nighthaven Labs next up, and two.
運命のナイトヘイブン行くか。めちゃくちゃ面白かった。各エリアのプレイオフ一押しぐらいおもろかった。
Side is always a bit of measure twice, cut once. So there'll be a lot of prep work before we see that execute come down. Usually you want to breach open this con external wall. I can't tell if we've actually... Yeah, so no con external breach, but yeah, instead they've got this rotate open. Dan does find the opening kill, and Germ has gone for the backstab.
What?
Moving in through IT, he finds 2 kills.
IT からぬるっと入ったな今。
Looking for more now. Pasha low HP. Always has to get back into the fray. The blitz.
いや今のもカメラめちゃくちゃイラつくんだよな。なんで切り替えんの？ね。
And aiming down sights at him. Grubby's going to force that diffuser down, but always got no options. This is a dead round. Immediately, Team Secret, they come out of the gates flying. The opening round on Nighthaven Labs. And it's all thanks to Doom and Savage. They saw a gap. They did not hesitate for a second.
Poor man.
今のマジで切り替える必要ないんだよな。やられちゃったらやられちゃってしょうがないんだよな。
Jones as well gets shut out, but there's only 17 seconds. This is cooked.
Oh, surely there's no time here. Spots out both of these players. 13 seconds remain. They're playing so smart. They've fallen back so far, and this is an impossible round now for always. What a way to start off for Team Secret. A consolation frag means very little, and Grubby can...
I mean, how... we see this...
これね、リージョンバンしてるのがポイントなのね。なんでリージョンバンしてるのかっていう話なのよ。早いぞこれも。ほらここ止まんないのよもうブリッツが。ペングさん笑っちゃってるよペングさんが。ペングさんが笑っちゃってます。
It's just the sheer dominance and the confidence.
リージョンバンしてブリッツ止まらないようにしてんだよね。
They could go for a, Velcam's upstairs, replay C4s, but it's mistimed. Doesn't find the blitz.
もうイノシシサビージ。 いやまあこうなるよね。ブリッツに追い立てられるからロックが一気に完成するんだよ。ここもロックだし。いやだから上で当たりたいから上に人数かけたんだけど、お、粘ったぞ。いや強っ。
Seemingly unkillable today. Now Shepard in a 1v3 as he's on that bomb site. No C4 to speak of. Wants to reaggress, but there's so much time. The secret.
ブラストになってもさ、前の人呼んでるはずだけどね、確か。なんか名前出てたはず。やってねえんじゃねえ ?CG。
Someone from VP to make a mistake, but he's spotted on the rear angle.
こっからおもろいよ。もうひたすらブリッツこすってっから。しかもさ、今サベージがめちゃくちゃうまかったじゃん。このラウンドバーチュー使うんだよね。これがまたおもろいのよ。
It looked like it was going to be really good, but that final second, the second MP goes off. Well read in the timing. But this is the slowest time for Secret so far. Not really inside the building as of yet. But yeah, Ella mines can substitute deletion, right? There's less of them. Yes, you're a bit more limited. The guns.
いや、EU は多分やってんじゃないかな。NA はわかんないけど。
Final MP go out from the Thatcher. Can up. Oh, the missed timing there should be okay for the second, but that is going to limit their breaching capabilities just a little bit here on the.
まあでも地下が現地じゃないから。
Reinforce the mid of this round. Yes, the bombs side is upstairs. The idea
これ多分ね、木設置、窓設置で狙ってんじゃないかと。
can be used for a plant deny later on, and then attack the top floor, do the verticality, and hit the side.
今のダウンのピーク、えらいぬるっとしてる。
Oh, but Pash has got something to say about it. Starts to feel that pressure.
いや、止まらないんだよね。
Well played from Grubby to catch him on the rotation out. But yeah, as you said, Grubby has taken a lot of damage for his trouble. Picked up again. The numbers even. The Secret have taken a hell of a lot of map control and have a minute left to try and execute.
Yeah, this C4 downstairs, Shepard, he could be the win condition for Virtus Pro. If he goes unnoticed and timer ticks down, one C4 can completely shift the battle here.
バーチュこれ外周回ってるってことはさ、
gonna be a bit messy, right? Bonk open the floor above you, splatter roam it down inside as well. So the three anchor players of VP, they gotta hold on for as long as possible or try and take a player to.
まあ突き先こっちで来てるもんな。
Patiently now. Secret inching away close to the side, but they know that
うわ、よく止めた今。よく見てた。
they don't want to rush into it.
いやでもこれで下2なんだよな。
Players from Virtus Pro have gone downstairs. There's only one C4 up. More than one way to deny the plant here as Virtue tries to get safe. He forces that plant.
突き上げられないんですよ。
So far from its mark.
Yeah.
And however, VP are able to find at least something back to plant down.
うまいよな、このグルービーな引き方。
But Grubby's got this on lock and always hasn't been able to get into position.
ブリッツってさ、ウォーデンだとカウンターとはなりきれないようなシールドバッシュ入っちゃったから。
I think this pose plan is going to be too easy for Secret to lock out. Virtue on this blitz. He's about to feel a bit of pressure as Shepard's coming up from the stairs. Both players push him together. And they do find the blitz.
うまいのよな、ここが。うまいのよな。今の布施うますぎだろ。
Yeah, I don't know what you can do against a blitz like this. This Pash is about to feel a world of pain.
我から先に、いやもうだからもうこれ入られる前に当たりに行けっていうバータスプロのタイムアウトだったんだけど、バータスプロめちゃくちゃそういう戦い方苦手だからね。だからオリックスはもうなんかオートロックにしてもらうしかないよ。ホーミングタックルしかない、カウンターとして。
Savage is so close to being able to push him straight into his teammates' line of sight. The joystick is about to be in a world of pain.
You know, oh, there's the yellow ping, the swing out as well. It's a blitz. You can't pre-fire me. I'm surprised I haven't seen a Capcan being played.
タイミング。
They're rushing every single round. No Capcan. You know, none of those trap operators, so to speak. Thorn one time, Lucy one time. Now they're falling back again. They're just being pressured back by this blitz. Savage, he's controlling everybody. Joystick, like it's his nemesis. He sees the blitz. He's shaking. He's 0-3, always unsuccessful on the entries. Steve goes out, guess what? Wait, nope, nobody's there.
The timing is awkward. Well, exchanges.
厳しい。よーっとした。
That's a big kill there for Joystick. Him and Shepard both find one each. That diffuser is down as well. Spots out the feed for a brief moment.
厳しい。
No, he gets caught on the
当てていく。
Shepard now in a 1v2. To finally get Virtus Pro their first round.
ジュメさんのツイッチ暴力すぎるな。
He's being watched, he's been spotted, and now he's given away his position. Time to regroup now for Secret. Both of them playing together, and Adrian gets it.
いやー、明らかにブリッツに手焼いてるよな。明らかにブリッツに手焼いてるから前目に当たるっていうバータスプロさんが最も得意としないアプローチをさせられるっていう。今のもそうじゃん。前目に当たりに生かされていけなかったっていう。ブリッツ後ろから突っ込んできてるぞ。ブリッツ止まらん。これリージョンがいたら止まるんだけどさ、リージョンがいないから止まんないんだよね。これよくできてるよな。いやでもこれはバータスプロしかマジで使えねえ。絶望。絶望。ペングーさん大笑いしとるかな。
Is a juggle coming out? Let's see if Shepard can at least find something. No. Exothermic detonates. Alright, since we got I theorized a moment of downtime.
サベージがやっぱブリッツうまいな。プラントの時だけバーチューだね。
Some numbers for a second, Pengu. June, 21 kills in this series, 7 deaths. That's a 3.0 KD.
That's pretty good.
4 entries. And not once dying on the entries. 4 and none. Grubby, 18 kills, 7 deaths. 5 entry kills, only 1 entry death.
Okay.
Savage, 15 kills and 10 deaths. That's a 1.5 KD. These guys are absolutely farming. Yeah, and he's on blitz, bro.
I mean, usually when he's playing the blitz, he doesn't get any kills because Joom just gets them. So like the fact that he still has a positive KD is very impressive. And then of course there's also the defensive side, right? But it's like Secret's attacking side on Consulate and Night Even Labs. That's been the bigger story for them, and it's the most difficult side to look good on, which makes it even more impressive. Crazy numbers.
Could this be the execute though?
いやこれもちゃんと挟んでんだよね。
Great backstab there from the Thatcher.
これでもう今指令センターにヘイトが集まってるからだいぶきついで。いやーこれは勇気のパシャ。やっぱ勇気のパシャだよな。イントロマッシブじゃなかった。いやもうベイトが強すぎんのよブリッツの。全部指令センターに集中させられたからさ、それによって逆方向から全部致命的な一撃食らったんだよなっていう戦いでございました。これは。いやよくできてるマジで。リージョン版からのこのブリッツの運用は神がかり的だよな。そのなんていうかな、シークレットの決めに行くための作戦をちゃんと対戦相手に対して持ってきてるっていう、ちゃんと上位2位に入ったことを生かしてるよね。It's over 言われてる。
Virtus Pro, look, you've had your moment. Yeah, you 2-0'd G2. Yeah, we were impressed. And today we have been anything but.
Consistency is difficult to come by. It's the most rare trait to find in a pro player.
Savage 普通強かったわ。
But it's enough.
いやもう割れねえし飛ばされるしなんもできん。強すぎるシークレット。なんもできんわ。絶望。強すぎ。いやでもジュメさん喜んでたね。
A 7-0 to polish it off. These guys well and truly are one of the best in the region.
And even better, our boy Virtue right there also makes it, right? And Aussie, oi, finding success. We love that.
Yeah, sure, I'll take that one. How about your former teammate making it to the major? I'm sure that it's a bit of a...
いや、すげえな。シークレット楽しみやな。さあ、ウルブズの最後の勇姿見るか。ペングがバーチが活躍してウキウキ。なるほどね。いや、バーチやっぱ優秀すぎるわ。マジで。さて、BDS とウルブズ行きましょう。この試合俺見てないんだよね。高層ビル BDS。高層ビルやっぱ BDS 得意マップだよね。で、ウルブスが領事。ウルブスも確か領事得意マップにしてたよな。で、ディサイダーが3層という形です。 オーブンさん、プライムでのサブスクありがとうございます。この辺かな。ここがウルブズの最後の輝きだよな。多分ね、LCQ セミファイナルからしか見ないから、多分ウルブズはもう見ないと思う。バーチューはシークレットみたいな真面目なチームの方が合ってるよな。まあ、真面目か真面目じゃないかっていうと、結構シークレットはアッシュやで。そのやってること自体はかなりアッシュ。ただ、そのアッシュを作り上げるためにめっちゃ練習してるんだろうなっていう意味では真面目だと思う。G2 はアッシュ中のアッシュだからな。
And still just walk in garage and get 5 kills and win the round. BDS, they are a team where it's great for them if they get the walls opened, but they can still just frag it out and go for plan B and still be victorious. So don't count them out just yet. We got this hold here for walls. Set them aggressively. They got triple ADSs, way to deployable shield stack. I don't know if BDS can deal with this given the limited utility, but if Shigo end up reading with those 6 5s and walk over, it should be okay.
All they've got to do is somehow force their way forward in BDS fashion and find a couple of kills and suddenly
この試合はさ、ちゃんとカバーが生まれてるじゃん。これが今のシージだと思うけど、なんかバータスプロがやっぱ特殊なんだよな。カバーの速度ってあんまり速くないでしょ、バータスプロって。あんまカバーしかないもん。
Doesn't leave them a whole ton of time or options to play with. Limited on the drones, only the one up, no flashes to play behind as well. This is going to have to come down to just purely
さすがのシャイコさんといえども、
フ
ラグないキャラだとちょっとしんどいよね、シャイコさんも。前の推進力が。球数が少ない。まあまあ高層ビルですから。今ここが一番防衛硬いんじゃないか。あれ
？They gotta get inside the building, get the walls opened up in a 5 versus 5 stable situation before going off firing on all cylinders. Because they're a little bit early last round, Solotov early as well, completely low inside of drum, but actually finds a really good pick there onto Deadshot.
I mean, Deadshot was battering down one of those castle barricades, ready to try and make a play off the back of it, and that's just been completely denied away by Solotov. A good way to start gaining some ground here as well. We know they want this top floor, right? To get that vertical control, get the angles opened up. It's where you got the buck on side. And that's what they're looking for. C4 at least placed out for now. Of course, don't want to pull it too soon and blow up your own teammate, but it does give them a little bit of vertical. They got the read onto the man. Down goes Solotov, the one who started out the killing in this round, is also one of the first to leave it. Leaking back into a second, and this is the back and forth. When these teams say go, they just keep on going.
I was saying they should be going slower and whatnot. I mean, Solotov, he made the play. Rest of BDS kind of waiting for things to happen right now. But they're in a great spot. They got the flank, they got the front.
限界ポジすぎる。
Last one right now and get that bigger and bigger man advantage. Good luck, last move.
まあ時間かけさせられればだからな。ここで削られると 4V2 になるからな。このシーン見た記憶はラスモのキャラコン馬と思った記憶あるんだよ。
Not normally the kind of thing you're not going to a gunfight with and might just find yourself getting swung onto any second now. Pre-fired out, and sure enough, there it is off towards his right-hand side. BDS, it takes 3 players.
まあ時間かかってもこれで 4V2 だもんな。
But they've removed 3 players off the board.
Yeah. Once they get top floor control, that's basically the round. Yes, they lost a lot of, they lost the buck, the soft destruction, but you have basically full
デスイッチも感染ステータスの欄に表示されるようになるとだいぶ見やすい。どうだね。ただなんか英語で表示されても俺わかんないと思う。世界大会の場合は。全部覚えて、なんか英語の部屋名称覚えてないと思う。だからそのフェンリルの表示方法じゃないような形でやってもらわないと、なんかビジュアル的に分かるような感じじゃないと多分把握できないかなって気がする。
Are we good? Are we good?
We're not good. Not yet.
Oh, okay. Look, even the best of us have problems sometimes, okay?
You know, Shigo's a killing machine. He's not a droner. He's not used to that jammer stopping him from doing the action, right? So he's getting used to it.
そうね、ワイプで出してもらえるのが一番いいよ。ワイプリプレイ感染機能とか。でもなんか感染機能もグレードアップしそうかなって気がする。英語覚えましょう。でも日本の訳はおかしい場合があるじゃん。
They've been really impeded
それが
by these
問題
jams.
よ。
Like even the Grim Bees coming out have been jammed up as well and blocked off from going off. So they don't know if Drum's 100% clear. And the answer is no. But
うわー、ナイスカバー。
doubted himself a little bit.
ミドルレンジでそのカバー SMG11 えぐいな。いやー、やっぱりいいカバーするよな、ウルブズ。なんで L 式おかしくなっちゃったんだろう。もうバータスプロ戦なんだけどおかしくなったの。いいカバー。
Doing a great job, just sitting in behind the utility for the most part as well. Like not a single smoke has had to be used.
ちゃんと寄ってきてるもんな。いい誘い込み。めちゃくちゃ連休うまいじゃん、今見てもウルブズ。何をやって何をやりたいのか分からなかった LCQ のウルブズ、マジで何だったんだろうね。選手間で揉めてるとしか思えないよな。これどうなんだ。P4 の視点でいいよ。P4 の視点でいいよ。なんで P4 の視点にしないの？なんで P4 の視点でいいじゃん今の。なんでこっちの視点にした？今週の最後の方からおかしくなるんだっけ？でもバータスプロ戦は1マップ目結構悪くなかった記憶あるけどな。2マップ目からなんか2マップ目の中盤ぐらいからおかしくなってたよ。じゃあ言い争ってないかちょっと選手カメラチェックしよう。そしたら完全にもう仲違いやで。
But they advanced forward, sacrificing the shield position, sacrificing, the bomb side if they were not successful in those engagements, and it's so worth it for them. 4 versus 2, they got verticality, balls banded and kite tricked as well. So the ace is rendered useless.
この構想見るから崩壊する？嘘。だって3マップ目まで行くよね、この試合。
Hit in the corner, no Togepi, it's over for BDS.
今のところめちゃくちゃいい引き締まった試合になってる。
Togepi is incredible for them, as we know. The Deimos is as well. But without either of those two operators, then what happens to this team? I know that they rely on them an awful lot. Without them, at least hurting a little bit here, but can't take it away from Wolves. The fact they committed 3 players in towards that push to try and save P4, like you say, very rarely would a team look to get away with that. Acer collects one more, Deadshot the next. Wolves are up 3-1. What a solid start to BDS's map pick they're having so far. Expects on the defensive side, but they're not
to it and flat that on the attack.
フランス人集めるとマジで負は多いんや。ステレオタイプとしても有名。なんで？でも BDS 頑張ってたじゃん。あ、これは見たわ。俺このシーン見たわ。これ P4 一人持ってくんだよね。そう、リキンのロック抜かれるっていう。今のハイドとかしてて、おい、ハイドとかしてんじゃねえよ P4 って。チームメイトが言い始めた。そういう話。俺このマップ見た記憶あるな。多分配信やめて寝るまでの間ちょっと見てたんだ。今のシーンめちゃくちゃ覚えてる。
Active util of Hibana versus passive of Valkyrie got those cameras placed on already, so definitely worth for defenders. He had to lose to C4, but who cares?
ズバズバ遠慮なく発言するが多い。でもマグが言ってたけど、一番言い方きついのはイギリス人だって言ってたよ。ケンドリューとかシーズンとか。まあ実際にその名前が出たわけじゃないけど、マジでめちゃくちゃ厳しい言い方するって言ってた。ってマグが言ってたよ。イギリス人にとってはそれが普通かもしれないけど、オーストラリア人のマグからするとびっくりしたって言ったけど。まあ確かにフランス語は分かんないよ。でも英語のコミュニケーションでびっくりしたのはイギリスって言ってたよ。ある程度だって、まあちょっとブラジルとか分かんないけど。ある程度英語でコミュニケーション取る。赤月さんこんばんいらっしゃい。だって今 BDS 英語でしょ？コミュニケーション多分。うまい。やっぱキル取った時に動きたくなるよね。この癖俺も直せれば。惜しい、ヘムちょっとずれた。うわ、ワンチャンあった。いや、ここまですごいウルブズ順調なんだよな。 そう、タイムアウト取らざるを得ないっていうね、BDS が。追い込んでるんですよ。
Just like Solus was buffed again, all over. Can't join the building, you get punished massively, but I think this might be the right angle actually. They lack critical information.
EU の選手でしたらフランス敵からトキシックって答える。へ
They got the shields again. The Jaeger DSs. What's the answer? Well, you got secondary impedance.
リケめちゃくちゃ喋ってる感じするもんね。
Right now, you got a plethora of throwable utility. So this shield should go down.
あれでも誰だっけ？シャイコとリケだっけ？シャイコとソルトフだっけ？ユズスだっけ？メジャー東京でやってほしいって言ってたの。BDS で出てたよ。ブリーでなんでか韓国で言ってたの？何やんだろう？ルーツがあるのかな
？I mean, sometimes the easiest way, or the simplest way rather, is the easiest. Shaco looks so easy. Yeah, they have, because again, they don't get the shield out. Like Shaco jumped out the window afterwards. So they took it from the attacker side, so they give it up. Shaco in again, 2 for 2 maybe.
ブリーではラオスルーツなんだ。へえ。まあ韓国旅行していい思い出があったかもしれないね。いや、ここ取らないと苦しくなるんですけど、この取りたいラウンドやっぱちゃんと取りに行くのが BDS だよな。あ、でも怪しくなってきた。
A single bullet from that SMG will be enough. A whiff of gas will be enough. Steps his way forward here. Plant going down. A spray through the wall, not quite finding his man. Information is.
いや、ユース HP ないんだよな。あ、そうか。この試合こういう展開だったか。あれ BDS と思ったんだよな。タイムアウト取って。ごめん、取れなかったわ。完全に取る想定で話してたけど BDS 取れなかった。ピオ調子良かったんだよな、この試合。うわ、強っ。
Where's Shaiko? Give me the final boss, he's screaming. He knows where he is, exactly where the blitz left him. Full white flashed out as well, and at this point,
ディフューザーが落ちてんだっけ？これでマッチポイントだからな。うおーと思ったんだよな。そうだそうだ。記憶が蘇ってきた。ただって話だよな。ただって話なんだよな。スポンキルか。モーグ一番反対側だな。トイレじゃないかな、これ。あ、ユズさんで上か。あ、ラペリングのいたのか、あれ。ハーディさん、こんばんは。BDS がビボってからウルブズのどういうこと？どういうこと？
I'm saying they lost 2 smokes, they've lost the Candelas. Yeah, Mowgli's had a pretty quiet game, but 2 kills in the last round got them over the line. We all know that he loves to be aggressive on the attack. Sometimes to his team's detriment, he's too far ahead of everybody else and sometimes pays the price. But if he's attacking half player, you're certainly not going to complain in this game.
いや、あんだけ調子が良かったことを考えるとグループステージ。これはだいぶ追い込まれた感があるよね、BDS。一郎から逆転するビボール。勝手に僕のコメント欄で新しい呼び名をつけないでもらっていいですか？僕がついていけてません。配信主の僕がついていけてません。
was very much going to be reach the wall number 1, reach wall number 2, and go absolutely crazy on site. They haven't roam cleared. They wanted to go for a direct quote-unquote rush strategy, but by losing Mowgli early, that's no longer possible. So now they got to go to plan B with half the round to go, and I don't think this is going to be a solid one. They're kind of thinking, okay guys, 2 guys Geisha, 2 guys by the bomb side, and try and fish for a kill. BDS, they like to play aggressive, they like to over-aggress sometimes. If we can catch a punish angle somewhere, or just hit a really good shot, that evens things out, and we can enable Deadshot on glass later on.
In classic fashion, BDS, think about the old days when roaming was basically a myth for this team. They were so used to being hunkered down, dug in deep. They've very much done that. They've got the entry. They've then pulled back. They haven't taken Wolves' approach of screw it. We've got the entry. Let's send 2 more players out there and try and collect 3 or 4 more, right? They've dug much further back and they're all sat on site here and just waiting to see what Wolves do. Wolves have got themselves that control, as you say. They've got the single wall opened up. They rotated over towards Terrace side and they're pushing in through there to get in control of the Geisha. Thing is, these Black Eyes are going to be feeding all this info. They'll know exactly what's coming here. And
さすがに時間かかってるね。
reason for losing this one out. I tell you what the hell? Almost gets bitten by it and Deadshot's down to 3 HP as well. I get shot through the smoke too.
何が見てるのか全くわかんない。
There on the Warden. A second one drilled through to the skull as well. And Acer might get one for himself, but sadly he ain't no P4. Speaking of, last man left standing, 4 players to bring down. It ain't gonna happen inside 15 seconds.
ラストマンスタンディング来た。
Trying to exit frag, keep that, kill counter high. Whiffs a little bit, gets the confirm. Come on, get it. 30.
There we go.
Tertiary, but
Yeah. No tracking his level, but Bubbles, yes.
so why not server?
まあでもインとブリッツになるよな。このマップは。
Here as well. They wanted to go a bit slower. They have the ability to get that top floor and remove any utility inside the site itself. Not that that's their main concern. They're just ready for this explosion. As you say, the wolf pack is hunting. They know their target, and all they need is the go sign. And that Gon 6 might just be it. In they go on the march in as well. Don't need your reach and charge here, my friend. Straight inside they go as well. Looking for the players.
どこまで今死人できたんだこれ。
A couple playing on the upstairs as well. They've got the right sort of idea, and the diffuser is
上を止めれてるかどうかなんだよな。
down here as well. And they've got enough control. They can stick this
うわー抜けた。あそうこれブリーデーの魂の抜けだ。
find his man, as you said, he only woke up last round, but it could start to be enough.
そしてブリーデー窓も倒してる。 活躍しすぎ。
Still in a high pressure situation here. Shiko into another, and it feels like Wolves have finally been neutered here. Calm down.
いやその位置の F ナット強えな。
We've now got to figure something else out now for the last 80 seconds or so of this round.
Yeah, they're trying for the rise, doesn't pan again. And like Galaxy PDS, great response. They're recognizing that if there's 2 guys in delivery, they can cover Geisha and side itself. So everybody pushes forward. If they take down the planter,
やっぱブリッツは前に詰めれてなんぼだよなこうやって見てると。
It's the wimble for Wolves.
なんかラインキープはむずいよ
A lot
な。
of map control now. Either go upstairs, go for a quote
スター
unquote
スクリーンさん
road
ここま
clear,
でし。
or just try and hit the bomb side. But the issue is that verticality, Geisha control, of course, fully in the hands of BDS. They want to match it. They're gonna go upstairs, but BDS can simply just fade away. They don't have to fight the blitz. They can now fall down to first floor, play bathroom, play restaurant, and just spread out thin across the map right now because Wolves has to make the first move from here, this point forward.
At this point, no massive rush on their side, I think, for Wolves. They're also coming towards the last 30. They'll have to make a move soon, but they've taken their time to get back upstairs, as you say, force the BDS players back, and BDS don't mind. Think about the previous round out towards Office and Exhibition. They were more than happy to fall back after they got that entry there, in their element, playing Turtle and letting you come to them, holding those crossfires. Solotov off in towards Bathroom, as you saw as well, waiting to come and strike as well. And just like that, Shiko's found a freebie. No idea as to where the last player was sitting. They know where Moog is at this point as well, and Bride gets the close. What a heroic round he's had. We said he's been quite
Well, idea be wide one.
spot where he's a bit more contained. Know how to
やっぱファーストモーグリが取られすぎるね。
It's just again about accelerating it now towards a win. And for Wolves, yeah, the joke is kind of there because the name is there, but the whole Wolfpack thing, they are a team that know how to attack at the same time, but they need to stop losing players like this. Yeah, Mowgli's a player who's now died twice.
しかもなんかさ、
Yeah.
It comes back to that
なんか
piece
そ
of
んなにこうなんだろうな価値が高いというかそこ崩せたら一気に崩せるみたいなところの勝負じゃないところでやられちゃってるのがきついよね。
And you're so correct. He was way too far ahead of the pack. He was on the dragon window when he died.
ウルーズは結構ブリッツの使い方で手詰まりした感があるよね。
Right? Oh, guys, I'm struggling. Somebody help. No. He's like, oh, dead. Nobody can even hear him crying out because they're so far apart. And now, you lose the Nomad, not the biggest issue, right? P4's in that utility operator of the Ying. C4 goes
イントロ。ああ、今の聞こえなかったんだ。
Goodbye, dead shot.
I know, right? He's collecting skulls here for fun. He can back converts onto the
いや、
last
なんかもう飲まれてるね。
and like this deck.
すんごい飲まれてるね。
6-4. Do you dare to drown? I mean,
For next round, show you talks.
ちょっと組み立てすらできなくなったもんね。結局でも一番最初に見せた速攻ででしょ。
They could have gone for that. Instead, of course, it was a very fast round. They were executing. It just ended up nowhere. Oh, but look at this
come
again.
on, man.
んデッドショットどこでやる
Same
の
problem. It's that shot this
ギ
time.
ッ
It's
あ
the IQ
上か
against the
下見せて上か
It baffles me that it's happening so consistently. Like, I'm looking down now, like, inside the first, like, all rounds in this half that we played out so far, we've had a player die inside the first 40 seconds in 4 of them.
スピリッツのブリッツはうまいと思うけど、メジャーで見れんからな。
Like, at this point, it's kind of like, it's not forgotten that you can't win a 4 versus 5, but to be losing players like that, the mental, like, you've just
いや、
had that time out.
パンバと比べるのはモーグリかわいそうなぐらい俺活躍してたと思うけどね。今の立場的にさ、ちょっとその、イノシシムシャばっかりやればいいわけじゃなくなったじゃん。BV なくなって。IGL っぽいこともやらないといけないというか、チームのそのつなぎ役みたいなのもやらないといけなくなって、立場が変わっちゃってるんだよね。それもあって、やっぱり前の推進力が明らかに落ちてる気がする。パフはずっと前の役やらされてたから。まあ最近ちょっと変わってる気がするけど。俺はどう考えても世界大会の舞台含めてモーグリの方がチームへの貢献度高いと思うけどね。パンバは本当ここからじゃない。ネイフ体制になってから。
The reinforced walls that are kite clawed and those crossfires on Dragon, on the bomb side, mini bar.
俺は結構パンバ信用してないんだよな。あそこまで成績が乱高下したら計算できしづらいと思うんだよな。それで言うとモーグリはそれなりに計算ができる選手だと思うけど、問題はチーム自体が迷走したことじゃないか。今回。
And of course, all the time in the world, we're here to just sit and wait and see
what BDS とここまでいい試合したのにね。
Problem solved now in the middle of this round. Yeah, an IQ is hardly critical to your execute, but you know full well that you've got a double drone everything. You're walking into Valkyrie cameras time and time again, as we've seen across these rounds, and they cannot remove it with the IQ. This is the first round they pulled it out, by the way, and they've seen Valkyrie every single round this half.
結構時間いっぱい使うな。
Look at the timer. That 1 minute 30 seconds that we saw earlier has dwindled down to just 30 seconds, 0 minutes left on the clock. And behind this doorway, there's a mirror window that you can deal with. No ash charge. So I think that this kind of
まあでもこのマップに関してはかなりイージーデスしてるよ。なんか警戒、結局警戒が弱い、なんか警戒が怪しいところで、警戒しないといけない。シャイコ何なんだよそれ。警戒しないといけないところでイージーデスして、明らかにチームのペースが乱れてきたよね。明らかにモーゴリのなんかイージーデスでリズム崩れてった感があるな。また入るの来た。
Straight in towards site, yeah. Are they going for top 4? No, I can't 100% tell at this point. Looks like they are, but Deadshot's already found himself down on his backside. Where is the rest of the team gone?
まだ入ってる。
Hello? The man is just dancing around site and sushi.
いやもうなんかぐっちゃぐちゃになってるね。
Wolves completely ignoring him and being picked up on the way through. That is an absolute disaster. And surely at this point, overtime has to be guaranteed.
I think it is.
ぐっちゃぐちゃになっちゃってる。
Run up the staircase. His teammate dies behind him. Now they're in this position. Last one's alive, sure, but it's Asa on the window repelled at the building with diffuser.
ハッカーさんこんばんは。
They're attacking the wrong bomb side. That they misread the situation entirely.
Please tell me that isn't like. I really hope that isn't the case.
シャイコ何なんだよそれにもう驚きはない。確かに。
Everyone downstairs.
Blue sky side.
キャラコンとさ一瞬でしか本当に一瞬でビリビリ持っていくあの精度何なんだろうね。これでオーバータイム。結局これ防衛ゲーだって話だよね。
I was going to say, hey,
overtime BDS boys
I'm looking again at the rounds from this half that we've just played out. The entry desk came in for Wolves at 219, 242, 221, 249, and 230. That one then was 219. They have lost, except for in one round, because they got the entry killer back in round 9.
P4 は点青いじゃん。
Then they have lost a player inside 40 seconds. And BDS were looking a bit cheeky. They tried the run out, didn't find anyone, and then still get a kill elsewhere anyway. It is insane that you can suffer the same fate 6 times yet not learn your lesson. They're not cats, they haven't got 9 lives, yet they still can't seem to adapt.
センタリングうますぎるシャイコわかる。センタリングだよね、やっぱり。センターにいかに敵を捉えるかっていう能力、どうやったら鍛えられるんだろうね。俺も最近それ意識してテロハンっていうかマップトレーニングやってんだけど。イースタン。これイースタンだね。 平面詰めるのが鬼むずいんだよな。飛び出してきた。
Trade was secured again. I'll give it to both teams. The trade players are pretty good throughout the game. At this point, walls are down though to a 1 versus 3.
いや P4 がめっちゃイラついてるやん。
Running around on the mute. And P4, I'm sure, is at a loss at this point. He did so much for this team back in the first half, and now he's going to run straight into leak.
No.
懐かしい、目標センターに入れてスイッチ。懐かしいね。
Oh, actually, he's found the gap.
They know at this point that's going to scramble to match him at this point, but he's here.
そうね、キル能力だけで見たら最強はシャイコだよ。でもシャイコもさ、でもキル能力だけじゃないよね、やっぱり今は。いろんなオペレーター使えるようになったし。もともとフラグが鬼うまかったんだよな。握りフラグが。そのとそのブリッツうめえとか、ブルドーザーだな、このブリッツマジで。18はかなりきついね。肩かすっただけでも。
Trying to reset and stabilize right now. Solotov, yes, he found value. Yes, he has presence, but Breedy and Shaq are kind of missing from the action right now. So it's doing all the heavy lifting. Where are they? Out of the breed still, actually. They can't just go for this. Sure, that's too simple. It's too easy. I'm not sure if that's gonna work.
They want to force something through for sure. They've got a couple of smokes they can play behind, but the Warden still stands. Lasmo,
ドロー回せないんだよな。
that gadget is worth $1 million when it comes around to this execute. Not quite literally, but you'll take it. And I don't think they realize actually.
このモーグリの位置うまいよね。いやでもこれで十分なんだよな。これで入れないんだよ。
Still going to find himself on his backside. Brede and Shaiko finding themselves in. Two of the most fabled names in French Siege could come up massive here and bring down the final 3. Not quite going to happen though. 2 fall through and Shaiko can't do it all. Will send us all.
A little bit disappointed.
Crazy.
やっぱ EU のプレイオフはこれがベストバウトだな。この試合がベストバウトだな。俺のおすすめはさっき見たバートスプロとシークレットなんだけど、ベストバウトはこれだな。ゴリッツいいね。ゴリッツ実況で使う。And for Wolves to do something magic. No one has gone down here by that 145 mark. They've kept all 5 up. あ、これ覚えてるわ。このショットガンね。
Look how many drones they've still got up. The intel game is strong for them compared to what BDS had previously.
ここの絵は強いよな。理にかなってるよな。展開型シールに。
What they need here to make this click and get it over the line.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it. It is the best looking attack so far. They're just waiting right now. I like this P4 again with the backstepping roll, calling the shots. They're trying to time it right now with the right 3-2-1 sequence right now. They gotta catch one player off guard and get that initial pick.
No, and there it is. The entry is P4 gone again. He's been the bruiser for this team throughout the game. Taken offline, a kill back the other way.
まだこの段階だとわかんない。
At least against him somewhere around the map. Shaiko are going to find Acer. い
や、ちゃんと広がり見てんだよね。いや、BDS ちゃんと広がりを捕まえに行くのがうまいな、今見てると。ウルブズが動いたに対してちゃんと寄ってるもんね。いや、これ情報取られたらきついよな。
But BDS is giving them nothing. We spoke about it time and time again. Why would they? 2 players on the downstairs at this point, 1 upstairs. If you start doubting yourself, boys, this is where the game crumbles and falls away from you. Maybe they're stuck in there. Lasmo's gone down as well. Deadshot with it all to do. He's given nothing. BDS pulling off one hell of a reverse.
今、裏口階段取り切らなかったのもったいなかったね。入れたのに。
You gotta say, yes, sloppy first half of BDS.
ただまだこの試合長いね。
Decent start with fire coming out. Bit of damage on Shaiko, but what's the answer for this?
I'll swing in apparently, try and get aggressive. I mean,
あ、ホールでやられたの。
he's already found himself running in towards the fire. It looked a little bit risky for a second for Ace, who's stepping in as well.
ついに俯瞰できた。
Control they need, and sure enough, rather than trying to control things from the window, they've just forced their way through, got control of office itself, and are now looking to make a plan happen. Straight into the shotgun.
いやでもこれもうロッカー完成してんだよ。
I love the undoking him and asking him about this. But either way, BDS have
あれ、リオズスロック抜いた？
3 kills coming on through. Are they going to try and make this one work? It may well too.
これ入らないと車線取れなくない？
They've got the idea. They can't.
ガチガチできるよね。
Can they or can they not? Looks like they'll be able to stick it all the way through.
おお、間に合った。
No, in they come. Uses finds a quad. One more.
おお、間に合った。危ね。喧嘩よ喧嘩。
Absolute chaos
It's a very bold way. And the main to figure it out. First order things matters all that much. Of course, and you would say, okay, high swing.
いや、でも領事の2回はあれあるよね、セットプ
Because
レ
you
ーが
have
あ
to
る
play
か
it
ら。
all regardless. Unless you want to go back to back. Deadshot, great one typically also uses, going for a spawn peak.
この試合結構なんかユーザー捕まることは多いね。
If they are learning, right? It's crazy. You're going to do like 7 attacking rounds or 8 attacking rounds to figure it out.
An angle to find it from as well. Beautiful.
Piano bomb side, you can just work the entire map if you're BDH. You can roam top floor, play basement, spread will stun. You can deny plants vertically to, disable the blitz, the ying,
いや、ユーザー落ちたのでけえな。これスモークいないから平面での突撃防げないんじゃないか。ほら来たぞ。
Yeah, so often you want this top floor control.
あれ？
Side swing by Shaiko. Trey comes in again.
保険かけといてよかったね。
Not a bad for them, but they haven't got this top floor control. And the fear there surely has to be. Hello.
What?
You out there, Solotov. The slimy little snake on his belly.
ワッツすぎよ、それは。
3 versus 2 for BDS.
あの瞬間にその伏せボタンを押せるのもうえぐい。
They were prepared for it, and they've managed to completely shut them out of the round. 2 still left to find at this point, though, but over half the round to play. Wolves again can play this nice and slow. They've got so much information. They've got drones that they've got utility to play with. They've got all the options, but they don't care about that. They still want to try and get this round done.
ちゃんと見てた
Outside
ね
the。building, Asta outside the building as well. It was no, it gets worse.
Oh dear, dear.
And now BDS are closing the net, right?
危ね
Player on his
朝よく
top
気づいた
left
な、それ。
Again, just always applying that tension, that pressure, not letting Wolves breathe for a second.
当たってる。
Solotov to 6 HP from that as well. Doesn't
そろそろ
manage
ちょっ
to
と
finish
打ち込めないね、これ。
dangerously close.
これ起こしに行く
I don't know
の
if he wants to try and get Mogi up at this point or just try and play for it. It feels like you've really got to get him up
あら
if you want to make this round work. Gets one, not bad at all. He gets his
まずい
pick
です
here
よ、
as
これ。
well. This could be actually a massive turnaround again. Looking at Solotov's HP.
これちょっとリケさんの甘えたショットまずいですよ
When。you have a player above, why swing so
今ちょっと甘えたと思うけどな、
aggressive?
俺。
So low as you mentioned, it's like BDS making it a little bit easier now. Oh, gets the drone. Now Solotov cannot falter. They gotta play on the verticality right now. BD can only watch one door, leaving the one switch left exposed on piano hallway.
Trying to make the plant work, but no, they lose out as well.
あれ
This is a 3v2 for BDS, let's not forget. One that came by with them being able to deal with the
めちゃく
scrappiness
ちゃ
of
入
Wolves a
念に
little
確
bit
認してる
better.
これディフュードどこに見て
Wolves
る
have regrouped here. Fangs bared, ready to sink them into the last player of BD who hangs above. A tasty morsel of meat, and sure, he might have a bit of visibility, but it's got to find his kills. So we back to
時間
old
が
school
ない。
Brede. One more to find for himself, knows that he's close at this point, steps out for the swing, doesn't find his man. Has got to be
いや、
so
もう俺寄ってく
careful
るの
here
待
as
ってた
well.
よ
What he's got to do, he's hold on,
あれ
goes for the shotgun at range as well, well played out
う
there.
ひょ
And sure enough, Ace is going to find it.
よく勝ったね。いや、これでも俺さっき言った通りリケだよ。あれリケ甘えずに勝負したのが間違い。決めに行ったのはわかるんだけど、あそこピークする必要がマジでない。一人インジャーなの分かってるはずだし。爆発音聞こえて。
Players now regions, Scopus in the cam could have been caught off guard, but no, Leak Attack falls back.
あれまずいですよ。
Maverick duty open up the wall. Meanwhile, Brede has a C-Phone to P4 actually. That still could be removed from action.
Without
Can
a call
the
being
cameras
used.
can call exactly. Very high value kill off the sound prompt on the vault as well. So massive big brain play there from Brede.
Bit stinky. Shouldn't be catching someone like that at this point in the round either as well. 45 seconds. That is horrific. Oof, that wasn't him. It wasn't him. I thought for a second it was. I was like, surely not. But then Ace pulls off and does get a kill back.
お返しできたとはいえ、車線しか通ってないからな、ガレージ。
Just keep on bleeding these members down to a 5v3 and BDS then just hunker up and let the round close out to a natural end.
It's very
ちょ
scrappy
っとまとめられてるようには見えないけど
Gets
な。
the kill and V-swings, die shortly after. He doesn't need to go for that. Now Wolves again, like half the players are actively doing something, entering these, getting that main breach open up, etc., covering a teammate. The other half of Wolves, just like Skyscraper, they're outside the building, spending half the round droning one room. Now they go for a drop. Second player attempt in Visa window of last mo, and now they gotta re-drone everything downstairs and advance forward. They don't have the numbers, but they have the flank drone.
Oh dear. Try as they might here, they know they're getting pushed as well off the back of it. Lasmo's in a bit of danger. You've got Deadshot on the downstairs, sure, but they are completely by themselves at this point.
俺なんかここのシーンも覚えてるな。この辺りまで見てたんだ。ここはちゃんと待ってるのが偉いよね、ブリーで。変なピークしないもんな。こうブリで全然潰せないんだよ。味方の車線にさ、めっちゃ誘い込んでてさ、全く潰せる気配がないんだよね。
Four players looking for him. One goes down. Come on. Send the bodies in. Send the cavalry. Surely control one more player. He's literally 1 HP.
Literally 1 HP. Yeah, that
1 HP 来た。
He's literally 1 HP. He actually is 1 HP. That Guman could have been very tragic, but Leaky Fat's gonna.
Who means breach for Wolves? Where straight answer back? I didn't see the explosion. Maybe it was shot mid-air.
Maybe, yeah, but it must have. Oh, maybe missed.
Yeah.
Bit shy. I think they didn't realize they weren't going inside the coffin, but by then they'd already let go. So you saw it shot out there at the very end as they start their push on forwards. They've got admin at the very least. Got to feel like I'm backcasting old constant now, talking about the push from admin side. Whew.
The big test was coming up here, though. Soda Machine, etc., where Solotop was playing. That's the big struggle for most teams. If you stick that corner, there is a capital available. That's usually the answer. But again, time is ticking away. Wolves, they get into admin. They stop for 30 seconds to join one room. Now they got a 50-50 gunfight here. And if they lose, we all know what happens. They're going to struggle. Sosa falls back, doesn't commit. The league effect advantage up for a 2 versus 5 situation here.
Okay. Again, BDS, we said it so many times. They're happy to keep on falling back. Just keep on draining away the information gain, the utility out of walls.
なんかスピードアタック願ってたね、こうやって見るとウルブツ。やっぱ結構丁寧に攻めていくもんな。これがバレちゃったのかもしれないね。LCQ あたり。やっぱリズムがずーっと一緒なんだよな。ラウンドずーっと同じ3分使うっていう感じに見えちゃうからな。待合潰しだ。うまい。うまい。さすがピックマップだね、これは。さすがのピックマップ。今のあたりが多分 LCQ になるとできなくなってきたんだろうな、手の内バレちゃって。それで自利品になっていった感はあるかもしれないな。
We've seen the boss tree work some absolute magic across the world this last couple of weeks.
So frustrating, isn't it? Landscan goes out. Don't know if they're gonna follow through. Doesn't seem like it. So they only get one more go in the pocket now. And of course, with the final line charge being available, BDS knows this too. A bit more predictable because they pretty much have to go on the next one. But this is kind of Wolves are trying to make that small step, bait BDS to make a reaction, and then strike back to see like what their behavior is gonna be. And I think they figured it out now. Is everybody ready? Been in the right positions? Double, triple check everything. You have one go at this. That's how rushes work.
上下か。
So let's just start waiting as well. I can't tell, my feed is so bad. I can't tell if the wall is reinforced or not, but he's got a real chance to play spoiler if it comes down to it. On the doorway, push comes on through.
リケさん慌ててめっちゃ AM 上打ってたな。リケさんこの試合パフォーマンス悪いんだよな。
Shoko falls as well. 3 left for BDS here. Looking good for the attackers so far. In fact, they've completely chewed through this BDS side. They know there's one more on the downstairs. Trying to win what he can, but you just don't manage to get away with it against the Blitz, do you? Now in a 5v1, Wolves should have this one over the line.
Should be as good as done. You see the plan here.
ブリッツ入れたら早い攻めできるね。
No, it doesn't. No. Around rush.
Good bunch of combinations they've got available, ready to roll with here.
センス。
Leakerback is very much pinned in here.
あまり見ない人がいるね。
Unless the team can save him, and I don't think that's going to be so easy. Right sort of idea, but can't find his man. In fact, he bails. So maybe Leakerback will be able to walk away alive. That is beautiful bit of team play coming out. Love it.
A little bait and switch. Surprised he actually fell off the angle there for P4. He had a player stuck and they couldn't do something about it. What is this though? Solo swing from Mowgli again. They lose a player. They just run it down.
And like that, they've absolutely, I say that, they've absolutely chewed through them, and it was a 5v2 for a moment. Only to get spun around to a 2v2.
いいカバーの押し。
1v1, Deadshot could still win this, and Wolves could take away. That 4-2 half. Leak it back. Oh, manages to find the long.
They took
熱い試合だね。今のはいいラウンドだったね。
Seeding all attackers from the far left. Get it? They got one. Might be enough. Timing.
間に合うんじゃない？
They get away with it as well.
boy.
Oh, I mean, these are the basics, boys. We should be getting away with that, but no. Wall stays closed up, and now BDS are going to have to find a new way. And you can see every single player rotating off here towards that first floor, knowing that there is now work to be done. They've cost it for themselves big time there. That's what a not great way to start off this half.
You know, the exact same thing happened on Skyscraper. The first piece attack round, they failed to get the breach on the office side of things, and they were locked out, had to go for roam clear, and it completely fell apart. Now they're going for roam clear, and they don't know Caveras on the board. Caveras second floor top of spiral, looking for a flank, and not that far off. This could be doomsday for BTS.
いけるのか？
If P4 finds the angle.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be a down and kill.
いか
There's
ない。
no way that you manage to
ロ
get
ジ
away
ック
with
ボム
this.
によ
Of
って
course,
去
the
っ
call
た。
coming on through as well has got to be mindful of that.
Ah.
They know now as well. Shaiko's got the idea. Doesn't mean that he's not susceptible to getting tapped out by the Cavera. Keeps himself down, at least towards lower spiral. BDS have got a lot to work against here as well. Last 60 seconds or so, Wolves have got every single player alive, plus one out on the roam. This is going to be headache-inducing.
Yeah, it is such a frustrating round, right? You're getting pressure from above, P4 falls back, people lashed out from basement, now they're gonna fall back as well. There's no free kills to be found really, unless you chase P4, but if you do again, he's not gonna challenge you all that much, but a good timing caster from Uses, finds one connected cameras, gets your
でも残り30秒なんだよな、カメラ撮っ
You have
て
to come
も。
up massive right now, finding more picks.
ちょっと時間ないよね。
25 or so seconds to do it, and you're very spread apart of your BDS.
You have a bulletproof available to obviously spin around.
後締めしてビリビリしてんのテクすぎんな。
Feed that information back to the team if it hasn't already been taken out at this point. Smoke comes through to try and get him a safe angle to move through. Pre-fire comes on through, not quite finding
いいに
his
取
target.
ろ
C4 is there. Ace of
朝やっぱいいよね。
Spies into another at least, but they've got to go now. Simply not gonna happen.
And that's the it's a very
Perfect. On the deck.
force these ways of playing the game. Yes, they're playing on a shield, that's the meta, that's one aspect, but they don't have to try and become wolves by going for rush strats either. So I like this different approach. Get the meeting open up, be in the window repels, apply a bit of pressure, clear out some utility, but then they have to pick. Do they go for a CEO attack or an admin attack? You can't really do both, they're simply too far apart.
Navin would feel strange again given the lineup that they've walked into this map with, but who knows? For now, Shaiko's keeping himself busy on the Flores. Enjoying these drone operators a lot today. It's either been the Flores or it's been over towards the Bravo. I don't know what's going on. Is he enjoying playing Robot Wars rather than Siege? I don't know.
He's 2-7, I don't think so, honestly.
He's hating
You wanna
life.
play demos?
Not when you get it banned away against you, unfortunately. Wishes he had back the Iana days. But now that at least the team is starting to get themselves squared up, see inside a copy here as well and through and towards the backside. Just trying to open up these lines that start to restrict the movement of defenders, stop the areas they can cross across, puts them into threat lines essentially, makes the areas they can play a little bit smaller than what they normally would be. BDS still got half the round to work with here. They've lost no one early on as well, so it comes back to the sort of things we are praising Wolves for. Keeping the players alive, getting ready for the execute here and having so much utility to play with. Two of the Grim Bees left, everything in the capital.
ガジェットモリモリやん。
They've got loads to work with, and here comes the phone call from the Dokkaebi.
何が起こってるか分かりません。
Bit of fire comes up, but it's more for them to try and make a cross at this point, which is now going to impede Shaiko and the boys have worked towards the south side. Fire is just blocking their path. They can't step forward, and that's their last phone call offline as well.
いやー、お互いに見る方向がちゃんとしてるよな。今引っかかっちゃった。 プロでもああいうことある。前詰めだな。いやでもこの前詰めによってくぼみでプラントの道筋が見えるんだよな。
And just waiting to try and see, okay, where do these guys come next? What's the push going to look like? Can we even contest? And the answer, it feels like, is a resounding no. Bredo's getting this diffuser down, and Wolves, well, it's. I looked.
いや、引き締まったいい試合だよな、この試合やっぱり。
More used to spring upstairs incredibly quickly and try and make an impact, but no one really to be found just yet. BDS at least have got themselves upstairs pretty quickly and got some pressure starting to be exerted here, but I think almost doubting themselves and wanting to make sure there isn't anyone still hanging around. You've still got players in the basement as well. Choker with the right idea finds himself Lasmo. Knows the pulse is still digging here
もうリカ
downstairs.
バ
Mogi finds the reverse shot. Trade confirmed, and they hold on to downstairs for now.
さすがのシャイコも人だっ
It's
たって感
surprised
じ
that
だな
Shaq goes for a second challenge. When you get the first kill, you can back out, reset, get a drone downstairs. Because yes, while killing the pulse is phenomenal, dying to the pulse goes back to a 4vs4, and you lose basement control and presence. That means when you hit the bomb site later on, you have to send somebody else to the basement to do
すげえ
the
綺麗に
pulse.
車線
Otherwise,
取
the
ってんね
plant might not go down. That's Wolves trying to play strategically now, trying to force a plant, play those C4s, have the intel game. So maybe a misstep from Shaiko. Either way, at least he got that one kill. That is one C4 off the board from Mute. It's not terrible, but it's not amazing.
Protect the president pulse, it feels like, for the most part. You have one player sat on low spiral. You had one player hanging out towards yellow stairs just to make sure that P4 wasn't easily going to get pushed here. They're relying on this information game to be what pulls them through. Now, obviously, BDS are aware of that. They've got the top floor control, so it's very much one team battling upwards, one battling downwards that could make this a real explosive and scrappy
地下にいるな
Got themselves inside here, at least for the most part, getting some angles down into the basement too to try and contest on towards the pulse, who is he in the right spot here to be able to
Jog on,
away.
jog
Some
on,
calls
jog on.
going back and forth, no doubt, off the back of the heartbeat that we just saw appear on his screen. Leaking back down to 5 HP though. It's not looking so hot for him.
And they planned us the question. It's going to be Breedy betting it out. Leak effect going downstairs, but he's only at 5 HP. This is kind of falling apart of your BDS.
It is. Got to see what they can do. Oh, he sees his man, but doesn't pull the trigger. Such a shame. Oh, he himself. This could not have gone much worse. And he finds at least one. Mowgli gets one back onto Breedy. He's missed out on Leaking back. He was the man stepping forwards. And out the
Yellow door.
地下との攻防に集中してたからあれだったけど結局現地の修道も潰されちゃったもんな
Door could be cold.
いや全然この段階だとウルブ全然壊れてないけどな普通にいい試合してるけどね
That step forward normally once or twice if it's required the second time. If not, that's cool. It's safe for the execute itself. Right sort of idea, of course. Can't find his man out, but they've got to be so mindful about this soft floor and the steps through.
いやでもこれさパルス避けられるの強いよねやっぱり
The vertical pressure coming in, stopping players being sat on the wall. Thing is, with the double electrification coming out, the Kaida's got everything electrified out towards server side. The Bandit is keeping that wall locked up tight.
I like this though. The Ram, you know, still a quote-unquote new-ish operator. So much better for this scenario than a Stetcher block because it's just so risk-free to break apart that wall, or that floor rather, with the C4s downstairs. Before you'd have block maybe try and go top floor and block down through, but it takes a lot of box shells and it's not all that quick. This has only been 2 Boogie drones from the Ram. Third one goes out on piano, all the floor's gone. They got the hatch too, I believe. So this is a really good step from BDS. They got everything you wanted. They suffered no losses. Mowgli's aggressive yellow stairs here though. This could be difficult.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, my-
That was the big one they needed as well.
気づいてたけどなモーグリ
They're
も
thorn in the side of especially Shaiko throughout this game. Him being taken offline removes a lot of that pressure.
外に集中させておいて本命は階段
Yellow's now in control of BDS. Next question is, where are they going to hit them from? Main breach also being opened up starts to put a lot of threat on, and Wolves may just have to dig themselves back a little bit here, or try and go aggressive. That's exactly what Acer is going to do. Finds himself one more on the Bandit, rotates over the
いやー
top
この
now. So
柱
now
が強いぞ
BDS's vertical control is under threat, and these teams are just constantly playing chess against one another. Shaiko though finds out Acer. That threat's now been
Shaiko
removed, and they're dealing with this well.
It's a great
落としてい
shot
く
there. Taking down the C4 as well, and we gotta see P4 kind of step up. All last mo, he's going for a flank yellow staircase, and I think he's got the right timing for it. Actually, no.
後ろ間に合わないあー間に合わない
He's got to go faster than this, and now he's in a 1v.
悲しきラスも
With Plant going down, do they have any idea where he's coming from? It seems like they do as well. The swing comes on through there.
うまいんだよなちゃんとヘッドラインしゃがみでずらしてんだよな
Portion.
Look, a lot of the mill, they're saying that being groups appear on this window. I thought we might see this style of execute come through a little bit sooner. They are looking ready for it. Only the Grim on side though. No pressure coming in from below. Looking at the Nomad, for example, to really help, and they're in here now. But the smoke is immediately there, so that's it. Breed 8 is straight.
いやー投げちゃったね
So
今
they're
ガジェ
trying
ッ
to
ト
time the EMP to shut down the smoke or C4 because if they can EMP the first smoke, they can stick the plant. So they spent so much utility there, and because the smoke went out as early as it did, they still had to jump out and stall things. But BDS, in 10 seconds time, they can go again. Armor in 70 HP, and this time there's no real
Baratero.
response. There's a single C4 from Deadshot to save this round. Otherwise, the plant should go down.
Well, they're out of smokes. That's it. The only thing they've really got to lean on here is the C4, and that's in the back pocket of Deadshot at this point. Maybe not going to be able to have the impact he wants. Mowgli has decided to go for an absolute run around here. Was on the first floor, down to basement, back up spiral, trying to rotate himself around, I imagine, to come and rejoin the team. For now, just getting themselves rebased and ready to go once again. See the player, but can they do much about this? I imagine no is really the answer. They at least get the tag that will be here, I expect.
They can't clear him.
But
Like,
they can't
yeah,
do
they'll
anything
see
about
him.
it.
Well, he runs away, actually. That might be a mistake. He is relatively safe on that desk because we know nobody from BDS is downstairs. And now they're in. Barbara is still. I guess you just stick it here.
下からか。うわ、魂の気合。キババリは効いてるね。キババリアが効きすぎてんだ。
Newbie stepping up and making themselves heard. Shoko looks for one. Can't quite find his man, and sure enough, there is the support needed. Asa
Didn't
get towards the on
the base could get the job done. I right now can just go in and go crazy unless they're gonna say, I know that I'm playing Ace, I know that I'm playing Flores, but I have to entry because that's just my job.
Keeping it pretty straightforward, simple down the backside here as well. Also want to work their way across, almost as in how we've been seeing the takes from admin on this top floor being a thing. Here it's more basement server side across that's going to be a thing. So no massive focus coming in for the main wall. Obviously a little bit of a slither being opened up by the Maverick is a point of concern, I'd say, for the defenders. They know that more can come through. Block at one side, the other side gets opened up as Maverick can so classically do. One thing you've got to be mindful of. Still yet to see P4 spring into action, but then why would
jammer for him? He's sitting on a jammer inside the bathroom. He's gone completely undetected because of it. That's genius. They barricade the door supposed to be outside.
ああ、これ思い出した。これ壁裏刺さるんだ。萩浦さん困りました。
But there is.
バリケード締め方が秀逸だよね。
Like investment into P4's roam play.
But it's got to make, I mean, they're still droning up there, right? They're so conscious that something is going on upstairs, but don't know what. They haven't seen P4 probably all round and are wondering, where the hell is he? What's he playing? What's he looking to do? Haven't been able to sniff him out yet. And because he's set on the jammer as well, as you say, manages to get away with not being called out by the Dokkaebi call. So they just genuinely have zero idea where he is. But this is all for nothing unless he can make himself known. Maybe going to start his move off shortly. Here we go. You can see him putting the steps on action. He's on his way towards Spiral. Can he find someone, though, down below?
Oh, he gets spotted out actually. Gets the injury and the kill confirmed.
Sasata.
5 now. Wolves sitting very nicely here.
Down to, I mean, 2 down for BDS is an absolute disaster at this point. Make it 3. Wolves, by the looks of it, might just hold on and send us through to another map. Yes, they will. Ending it in style.
いや、ウルブズやっぱりめちゃくちゃいいチームだぞ。全然ここは歯車狂ってないけどね、この段階では。
Things define the meta in such different ways, and across every game, not just Siege. Something that is completely useless in Europe is crazy good in North America, Brazil, for example. And it's beautiful how we go to international tournaments, how that all comes together, where everything's kind of clash up against one another. Fast taker though, in the windows, Wolves don't have to take control.
I mean, it's Wolves, so we couldn't expect anything less at this point. They've marched their way forward, tried to find a pick onto the Warden by the looks of it, but get absolutely nothing. Leak it back, Tops insight here, keeping himself alive as well. Not looking too good for the side of Wolves to have lost their grip so early on too. Of course, we speak about Mogan an awful lot, but you really want those bees as this goes on. Interesting fact, by the way, this is the least played site on this map in Europe. All the other sites have played more, even kitchen dining. In comes the step as well, shotgun to the face. It's not going to be enough to put Shoko down. P4 will get what feels like a consolation kill at this point. 4 players still online for his rivals. Makes it a double. Is it too much to ask that he claws this one back for his team?
Difficult thing here is the P4 on the window or a pallet leaves as a very much on the bump side. Can you rely on one player covering everything perfectly? BDS could go downstairs below as well. P4's gonna drone it out. They want more information. Wolves got plenty of time. If they can get one more kill to an even 2v2, that's just gonna increase odds of winning so much more because that plank becomes that much easier. P4 has to make a decision. Do you
I mean, that was a great shot from Yusuf. Great reaction as well, just as he moves. Of course, has the power of being able to see the rappel line and therefore knowing what's coming. But now Ace has got to try and actually push in and go for kills here, which is a miserable spot to be in. Yusuf's giving him absolutely nothing. Shut out of the round and what looked like a...
Yeah, the man to pay.
Both of course.
If the players... I took an extra 2 hours on the clock this morning, saying, okay, I can't wait for 7 a.m. I'll be too tired, maybe. Because you never know. It could be quick 2-0s before your series. Maybe if they don't go overtime a skyscraper or like, whatever, you expect a 2-0. They're pushing midnight here in half an hour's time. Wolves again on the back end from the very beginning. Deathshot crossing into a free fire. Loses his life, playing that record. Look at that, the nuke, you said the staircases comes up. Shut down though. Not dead, but definitely figure it out.
And expects to get traded from the back as well. Well, not traded, gets pushed from the back at the same time. But of course, nothing is there right now for BDS. They are, as we so often say, pretty well dug in here. Dug in deep as well. They've got their entry. They don't need to go and try anything too crazy. A couple of players still up on top floor to get the vertical support they need, but the rest are all dug in around site, expecting pushes to come from walls. Thing is, yet again, we've got over half the round to play, and yeah, they've lost that shot. They also almost lost P4. It would have been another 3v5 with still 2 minutes to play.
It's the skyscraper syndrome. They lose one player, and they just change everything, right? They go from going basement up into first floor to going top floor on the repels instead. Trades on one, just finds one, gets traded of course by last mo, but they're okay. So RAM control, that's a good first step. But you don't have any vertical operators, right? There's no block, there's no slice, there's no RAM. So taking the stock of control doesn't get them all that much.
Really got nothing to work with when it comes to the verticals completely. Yeah, I think here's more just trying to get a kill or two and then rotating for the drop down afterwards rather than trying to strictly play vertically. Yeah, when you've got less manpower for BDS playing on the upstairs, why not? I think I just saw someone out towards the library hall as well. So they're quite a way away from where this push is coming in from. Have got to be careful about potentially late route. Here we go, all the way down here. Yeah, got to be careful about this late backstab coming in. I mean, the drone in place will hopefully have seen him in that spot, so they'll know the threat is there. But for Wolves, they haven't really got too many options. It's about trying to make do with what they can. What they could do with it is not an awful lot. Another one getting picked up.
You know, this when I see people playing Ace Claymore, it breaks my heart. Oh, that's a great pick there off from Asta. That's gonna maybe open things up, but imagine he has soft breathing charge instead of the Claymore. You can do so much vert destruction, clear trophy, walk on down, play off the kitchen hatch, because now we see that late round flank come in. That net is closing from the back and the front.
Are you a full-on Claymore Ace hater?
I am.
Or do you think in some situations it's okay?
I'll get to that in a second. There it is. We need to lock it out. So high. It was clock about
seeing it before.
So back to rely
streak.
I'm such a hater.
You're such a... You turn 27 and that's it. Oh, naughty. He was desperate to make this bossy work on the previous map. Couldn't quite get it to. Yet here he finds his opener. And Wolves carry on with their terrible streak of losing players inside the first 30 seconds.
And it's chalet attacks. Like, you should be thriving. It's common to see defenders go for very overly aggressive plays and spawn picks because you need to do something kind of crazy to sometimes win chalet defenses. BDS have found it all 3 rounds in a row so far. Open and kill, they reset, they slow down. You got okay. Fair enough. Run forward, you die. Stay, you die. That's a perfect toss. In the right direction. Users too slow to respond. That's Wolves being gifted a way back right now to a 4 vs 4, and it's Warden done and dusted. Which this round, not that massively. There's no Ying and no Glass, for example, but it is a big kill to get. With users set on 3 kills.
P4 almost getting removed as well, sprayed onto, but of course, more of a, I'd say P shooters, but the guns generally for the defenders not quite as strong as what you see in the hands of the attackers, and you notice that there in the numbers as they very slowly started to fall down. A flash in hand here, trying to get themselves an angle in towards library, and sure enough, Moby jumps straight into the flashes, because why wouldn't you? Moby still managed to find a kill. He's found round and got one. Breede's there for the trade, though. So it's the back and forth, the up and down, the seesaw between these two teams that leaves things in a 3 vs 2. Wolves will take it, though. They've got the numbers advantage and, shock horror, more than half the round to play with.
Hustling outcome in that round. Great response from Breeder with the C4, but also means there's no plant deny now. Wolves, they're actually in a position where they can take full control. They can force the plant, they can go for kills. They have so much time to work with. Good amount of droning as well. 4 flourish drones in pocket of P4. I think you just take a breather here. Pull the plug for the next 20-30 seconds. Just drone, use your utility, and plan your next move. Breeder and Sacker's gonna start feeling that pressure to lash out and try and get a kill because they shouldn't feel too good about this. Despite on site, they don't have enough numbers.
Good thing is again, Breeder, Cook's master of history. Shaiko being, well, Shaiko. 2 players that, I said it earlier on, fair for different players, but for these two, a great spot to be in when they're the ones that you're relying on for a clutch. 30 seconds to play and Breeder almost turns it onto Lasmort through the floor as well. Beams him down a 2v2. Yes, he's low on HP, but this is so perfectly winnable. Deadshot has got to find a big kill here, but he simply won't get it. That's the kind of
tough one. The first was all gonna dust.
Oh, team, you may round for off the back. It's so hard. Shame on me, you can't be falling for the same trick again. Thankfully, Wolves don't. The best part is the real blessing. We're 40 seconds in and no one on Wolves has died. I will take that as a win and as an improvement.
Oh, absolutely. That's my favorite stat in this matchup so far. It's the whole, when do they die? How long do they stay alive for?
I need to go and get the average, man. It's best how fast they die.
Now, fun note here, there's a triple captain stack on the bomb side on connected doors. So I think BDS were expecting a potential rush here. Maybe a shield play, you see it right there on the left-hand side of the doorway. That's completely useless unless they go for a bomb side rush at some point, or maybe a really funky late round scenario in the 2v2, for example. But Wolves, they got the main breach, then they kind of slowed down, using the Twitch drones, getting those default cameras, bit of utility, and kind of figured out, okay, what's the next step gonna be? And this is good, right? They're going slower, more methodical, more structured.
また慎
All
重だな。
BDS
行か
they
ない
need
ね。
is one player to pop off like
全然行かないね。
undroned in the corner. Okay, we double triple check it, right? Yes, we do. Okay, now they find Leaky Fact. He's gonna fall back.
いや、
I
この
don't
時
think
間
Wolves
に
have
2
any
回
players
にいる
in
っ
the
て
building
結
just
構
to
重
catch
く
him
ない
off
か。
guard. So Wolves don't gain anything really with that.
No, and it's where in a previous series tonight, actually, when we saw the
結
chalet
構
played
個
out,
人
that
的
you
に
had
は
a
思い
player
込ん
saying
で
that
る。
about how could it just work? Oh no! Got away with
Tada,
a freebie
masaka.
there, and I don't know what the hell Ace was looking out for,
Masaka.
but managed to get himself at least a kill back onto the other side. Elsewhere, there are still gunfights breaking out, and Wolves are yet again into a numbers advantage. This time round, quite a bit more significantly. What the hell is Leaking back up to? Pays the price for it. Two have gone down here. Breeday's got to bring two more. Make it one more, just about get it over the line. In that very end.
で、ハイドが刺さったの
Yeah,
か。
they're very almost for
Why is
Wolves
it
to
a
try and
long
chew their way through. Still love again that we're seeing a lot of the Capital usage. We've seen it throughout the entire series, really. I think so potent as an operator when teams know how to use them effectively, and it's been on and off as to who has played it for this team. But I like that Wolves are really trying to stick it and make it work as we go. Getting themselves boxed up here more towards this trophy side, towards top side of the map. Obviously, expectation that you might get a bit of pressure building in, and here we go. The Zofia is in straight in towards the backside as well, hoping to catch someone out, and they almost get a. Shaiko's getting away for free here. Surely not. Uses with the cover, a great C4 over the top. Shaiko stick away. Uses into a second. His job is done. He's got 2 kills there, shutting down both P4 and Lasmo. Now, at least the 2 kills come bouncing back the other way, and the damage is done. Look at the BDS health bars, but again, very explosive for opening 60 seconds.
It's really good for Wolves. They get in, they get out, they stabilize, and as you said,
Yeah,
solo
Leaky
HP on the side of
HP
BDS. One bullet can take out one place from Shaiko and Leaky. So Solotov surely has to be the defender to step up right now. Still got fire, still got smoke, one beanpot, and they're gonna slow down. Too fast, Mowgli, too fast.
マジで逃さねえな。
Guys, you got half
You
the
have
round to play.
time. Yeah.
You have so much utility. You have nothing really to help you on the vertical, but at least you got vertical control. And instead they try to force their way through here. And may well pay the price for it. Sees one. Right idea off towards the left. Got the pin coming on next. Turns for the third as well.
うおー、デッドショット。
Yes, he does.
マジか。
Just
Buddy,
今のちょっとやらかしたね。
that was big afterwards.
think.
Well, that's that
They
kind of
show
round,
what's
you know?
not incredible.
Chalet is a bit more forgiving. You can lose an attack, you can play from a like numbers disadvantage. There are so many ways to get back into
今の
it.
一本できるな。
Verticality, soft angles, wall banks, and just it's a very open map. It's not like those boxed-in maps where you have room after room, like Skyscraper, Consulate. Wolves decide first this time. Shaiko in the grave
いいドローン
unleashing
だ
very
ったね。
early. Yeah,
振り切る
he
シャイ
finds
コに
himself
対して取れ
4-4
たん
right
でかい。
now. Hasn't been the most hot player because Shaiko off on the attack right now has been stuck on, as you said, Brava and Flores, just droning things. And I don't know if it's a demo spam that's kind of prompted that, and he becomes the drone operator. But I do want to see Shaiko more active and aggressive on the attack from the side swap after this round.
12th entry across, what, 32 rounds? What do you do with it now becomes the big question.
ギリドローンで見な
It
かった。
repeatedly it's been BDS that I've always felt like they've been in commanding situations, and it's Wolves that have always tried to rush and make something
す
happen.
ごい強気
Yeah,
に
when
置い
they've
て
seen
く
the
る。
most success across the last couple of maps,
この時間的に上にはいない
slowing
って
it
いう
down. Even if you're down a man, being able to slow things down, that is very cheeky and very much a freebie. You know that's such a common
まだ
spot
い
as
い判
well.
断だな。
Mowgli was droning. He said slow down. He went on drones. Now he roasted for sitting in the wrong position. Come on, give the man a break, Des.
No, I don't blame him at all for that one. Like,
Oh,
I'd
good,
be fuming
okay.
if I got jumped out on that one. I was like, you know what, if I
Right.
stand the position, it was a great read by Leakerback. I completely give him that one. Like,
Okay,
the
good.
intuition to know a player would be there is brilliant. And now they've retaken a bit in towards West Main. P4 falls. 3 left up for Wolves here to face off against 4 from BDS.
I like that mini play though, like going for
さすが
double flank,
ユーズ
using that great gunfight there.
キャラコンうますぎ
50-50, but he comes out on top. C4 Garcon gets the double kill as well out of nowhere.
Round 4.
順当な防衛ですな。い
Attacking like Kelly. It's your fault.
や、これで BDS 攻撃だったらどう考えても BDS 有利に見えるけどな。
Skopos going to be his weapon of choice. Spoke a lot about this operator throughout this series, and we've seen them picked up. Can I have a few options that you have in terms of leading the 2 shells around the map, being able to jump between them? One back on site being used as deployable shield with a camera to assist your defenders that are down there and staying on site, playing that anchor role. More than anything else, lets you get a little bit risky if you so choose. And here he is now, at least trying to dance his way around this first floor. Hoping to pick up someone who gets a little bit too confident underneath. So far, that is no one, but don't count it off just yet.
BDS looking for some pressure in the map, right? One player lurking in the basement, B's coming out upstairs, trying to again figure out what exactly is going on from Wolves. P4 has been a menace in defense, whether he's playing Caveira, playing an aggressive bandit, or just like looking for that opening kill. They have to be careful. I like this one Solotov, right? Entry basement with a drone in front of him. We know it's a kind of like a lost goose chase because nobody's down there, but P4 was there just 30 seconds ago, so it's a bit late here for BDS. But it's good map control now. The no basement is clear, and having that information is something.
It is. They take it as a starting point. No one falling down too soon. As you remark, it's a starting win for Wolves. Mowgli's now taken out from below. Solotov emerges from the basement. There's now got this side fight, full control of West Main, and there comes that Dokkaebi call that we spoke about so much throughout this series. Do they know that P4's tucked in, ratting itself out here behind the desk? I don't know if they do. They see the first shell and surely assume that the other one is elsewhere around the map. Little do they know, he's right in close proximity to the other.
No Dokkaebi call, verticality as well. Now they know P4. Gotta come up big here.
Step out, going aggressive here as well. Finds the man. That's great from Deadshot. Leaky back picked off. They also find the man laid down. Deadshot being traded out here. They've got control. Yoshoiko in looking for a plant underneath the hatchy steps as well. They've got the vertical cover. That's all they really need here. Ace is in. Finds one for himself. Look for the window. Look up, my son. Might not be able to find his man in time. He's still taking the firefights as they go. Doesn't know where the next one is though. And somehow has got away with it. They're trying to get the recovery here as well. Potentially might be able to get a bit of a gate crash down. They've moved to go and plant elsewhere. Both players now on the downstairs. They see the vertical smoke onto the verticals as well. It's beautiful. This might let this plant go down here, Nick, but they've got red pings, so they know that it's going down. Yes, he does. Surely it's break through. Surely you find your man. You know which one's not moving. He gets the down as well. 3 seconds to play onto, and Ace is about to clutch up. Yuzu's going in for the plant, but he won't be able to make it work. Acer has played that spectacularly, and Wolves get the line over, get the round over.
決めきれないね BDS も。
Cleaning
and
niches that you never see them, but they have their place. And certain teams play them more than others because they have dropped them as part of their strategy on certain maps and sites. They've really come into their own. I think it's so fascinating to see. And Scopus, at least for now, is really feeling like they fit that bill super well. Really good addition. Really enjoy every single time we see it picked up, even if it isn't always the most valuable. Sometimes it gets completely shut down out on the road. But Ram equally a wonderful example, right?
really good ones for sure.
スコポス殴るよなかった。
That gets everyone going.
That's true. Did nerf it though, right? Lost what, 5 bullets in magazine? Nah. I can't keep doing that, man. Don't take it away.
Flash.
Oh. See a toxic bake off in response though, so I think Wolves, they're feeling the pressure, but nothing's really happening as of yet. Bit puzzling.
Right idea. Just enough to keep BDS keen and on their toes, I think. You know, unfortunate not to be able to find the player of last time I believe that was hanging around Piano. Now they've got a shield to sit behind as well. I love how much. Oh, that's unfortunate. Almost managed to get rid of it too. But what I love about this, obviously, is BDS have got to work their way all the way from top down here. They chose to go for a full clear rather than going direct towards site, and may well pay the price towards that. And they haven't got rid of Deadshot. He's still getting nice and close here, just finally get taken out and down, and Brede may yet get rescued for that. They're lucky to still have him.
Yeah, get the airjet down, then the revive comes through. A lot of time being burned, but as I said earlier, if you get that map control, that fortress that the enemies care so much about, it's okay to lose a bit of utility and numbers here. They haven't. Yes, they lost utility, but they got 5 players alive. They broke that first threshold. Now the second step here, top blue and mezzanine. That's difficult, but last time goes an aggressive play actually. Might not be necessary, but Portfolio was on a drone perhaps. Either way, Wolves now had to keep being aggressive because you cannot play this with 3 versus 5. That's not going to work.
I really felt they had to dip back here and play it safe and be the smart play. Like, BDS have got nothing. Like, they've gone through all their drones. Their utility is very limited at this point. You can just win on the gunfights, but they're getting so cheeky and trying to get aggressive. Yeah, let BDS be the ones to make the mistakes. You haven't got to go trying to jump out windows and doorways and flinging yourself around. Just sit back a little bit. Sit in a rat corner if you have to. At this point, they may well have done enough damage to give the round over to BDS. They want to control. One more falls, 4 players standing. The one falls down, but BDS, they get it over the line. That's what they're looking for.
On how ritual instant.
Almost.
Oh, he got it.
Almost. Yeah, he did. He killed it. It almost got away there with getting rid of so much utility in one. It feels so good to land a Flores drone like this. Nice.
Oh, like that one?
Like that one. Boom, baby. 2 ADS is gone. Shield gone. Smoke at least will be able to hold for a bit longer, but of course, it's got to burn through those smoke canisters to be able to hold this position.
Oh, that's so sad. I mean, that's a huge investment, right? So, really well done there from Solotov, finding the value, and with the Monty, you can walk in, burn out the second smoke, you gotta wait 12 seconds, walk in, burn the third smoke, and guess what? Then P4 should be as good as dead, or forced to fall back here. So a great Monty round, I would argue, here for Brede and for BDS. Great time to finally bring it out.
I guarantee they're so happy as well that we have the last smoke canister come out here at 136. They can let that time out, and they've still got over a solid, minute and 20 seconds to play with. Like, dream territory for BDS. Just don't feel the need to rush it or go too crazy. It's a mistake that Wolves kept making, admittedly. Don't feel the need to rush. You've got everything you need to make this happen. March coming on through as well. Oh! Shotgun into the feet and brings him down. At least the trade is there, but they've lost the Monty. That's a bit of a stinger for them. Have they got this upstairs control? You've got Shoko holding up here a thing to challenge on towards that. Does he know? There's 2 players behind him here. And down he goes, a shotgun through the wall. Found out by Deadshot. Bit of a screamer for them because they really needed that vertical cover. That's what this strat rode on, to have control of the dining hatch, and now they've lost it. They've got to push in deep and go hunting. One more towards the right, sees him in the backside. They didn't know they would start marching here as well. Have they got the fuel to use this with it in hand? But just like that,
I lost stalling it. Time to
ちょっと BDS ほんと仕留めきれないね。
just
嫌な
issue
展開
there
だ
for
ね、これ。
uses, so the camera stays alive, but at least you know it's there.
でも最後ガジェット足りないんだろう
controllers that you can get an incredible amount of value very quickly if the drone goes unnoticed. But likewise, if they see the drone and shoot it, you get 0 value. Both power drones being used right now. Users with the second one still alive, turning office at the minute. Like there's a yellow ping onto last most position. Doesn't know that the Bravo cans have been too impactful this round, unfortunately, but it will enable users to be an entry player now. Has taken a shotgun, has smoke in it, has a decent weapon. These 2 stat.
clearly quite a popular one in the BDS camp. I blame them either as well. As we know, the bulletproofs running around, 3 of them in fact, and the phone rear guard just being out there, and the jammers, and the ADS. But I think both drones at this point have now been lost with what? Not ideal use of that operator, admittedly. When I saw Shoko playing it earlier, I was like, on the fire, sorry, he was burning through all these arrows and his flashes as quickly as he could, so he could get off and just start gunning. And it kind of half feels like Eustace has gone for the same there. Drone's been very much thrown away there and lost without any real use coming off the back of them. And half the way through this round, now these Wolves are still holding on. They're still causing BDS to have to run around the map, track them down, do whatever they can to get some semblance of control. But it's not looking too easy. Nice little step out as Eustace picks up onto Mowgli. Down he falls. Expecting something else to come from off towards the right-hand side, but no one's out that way. If nothing else, should diffuse stuff towards that side of the map. I say that now, two players exploding forwards, and there we go. P4 is in, and lobby control is lost for BDS. This is kind of the pillar of their attack. It's where they put so much attention in the early round. But now they've lost it. They've either got to fight for it back or think of a new plan. Step forward they might do. Trades coming back and forth. Solotov has been caught in so many this series. I have well and truly lost count. Leak it back into a second, and Wolves have got 2 players to hold on with here.
Such a puzzling round. So hard to keep track of what's happening in the server right now. If you both BDS and Wolves. It seemed like there was a fine P4 in the basement, and that was a starting point for BDS, but it became so much more, right? A pick and fireplace, a trade in the basement, dying from the hatch below. Now they got no much advantage, just by 1. C4 puck of ass is still up and available. The plan can be attempted, but it's not going to be free. Great spot position for Wolves, they're holding on.
Comes on through as well. They know about the player inside to stop, but nothing really comes off the back of it. They cannot hold down the onslaught. BDS, they move up here to match series that Wolves.
When it
これで BDS マッチポイント。
Yeah, for the on a day, month, psychologists find the world. Because to imagine a world where
やっぱり盤面広く戦
at some
う
point,
時の BDS マジで強いな。
you can't even comprehend it, can you?
No, it's mind-boggling.
ユズソルトフ
It's
が入
also
ったこ
been
と
that
によ
good
ってやれ
story
る
of,
こと
you
が
know,
めち
back
ゃく
before
ちゃ増えて
BDS
るもん
was, you know, basically a good team. Shaku should speak English.
一人で何と
International,
かして
go
く
play
れ
for a
る盤
different team
面
in
が
Europe, but he's
非常に
stuck
増えて
to
る。
BDS for a very long time. He's been very loyal. And now BDS has changed around him instead, and they're actually making things work, and they're making moves. I think we all predicted BDS to be like a top team in Europe this stage, arguably maybe top 4 in the
問
world.
題は狭
But
く
they've not
攻
really
めた時
shown
に
that
決めきれ
level
ない
of。performance and consistency, I think, for this stage, and especially in this series. I expected them to handle Wolves a little bit cleaner, a bit more convincingly. But when they are right now, take this 7-4, take this 7-5, whatever, You qualify, you get the time off, you can prepare, you're boot camping, and they can set themselves up for success long term for the major to come.
That's exactly it. A lot of close results in the stage as well. Only a couple that were arguably very decisive. I mean, on the last day against Fnatic, they went, what, 7-5? That's a team that, if you want to be the best team in the world, you should be handily dispatching of. I'm just about able to do it with a couple of rounds to spare. Of course, that can all change when we get to the major. We'll see how things bubble up. I've seen them lose so many drones this round to Jammers, by the way. It's actually a little bit absurd. That's the third one I think we've seen.
3 drones left. Horsham being burnt out very quickly here. This is again a very low intel game for BDS where they gotta go fragging and go hunting. Shaggy in charge of the trophy is good. P4 in the same exact rat-like position. When is C4 in pocket? Peels back, goes towards Steining and goes unseen.
And now they've got that trophy side opened up. It does put a lot of threat in towards Kitchen, but it also enables up these long angles. You can see a couple of players taking up these wider positions, these deeper positions for walls. Problem is you open the door to BDS there to start stepping in, and nothing to stop the smokes, for example, coming out from, in this case, the Capital. That was just far too easy. That's not the right idea, but Leaky Fat's got his number. That could be the first domino to fall that gets BDS this major position. Flash comes on through. Acer at least flashed out for a couple of seconds. He's up nice and close there and tucked in tight. They're in a spot to do some damage, and Mowgli's begging someone to step across. Sees one, and that's it. That's the vertical cover gone. Wolves have found the 2 kills they need to make this one happen. In comes Usus as well. Him and Shaiko stepping forward to try and make something happen. The top 2 rated players for this team this stage, they cannot get it done. Whoa.
Have the guys this over. Green first. I put the brawl. It did
the long else.
Around with some Dokepi earlier, and on the Jackal again, trying to play for those ice. BDS, they go with a pretty standard lineup. A little bit of aggression for League Attack. He's been hunting around with some Dokepi earlier, and on the Jackal again, trying to play for those isolated roamers and kills across the map. Injured outside. Did he fall off? He must have fallen off the building. Because there's no way you get injured out there otherwise. There's no
Everyone gets one. Everyone gets one.
Yeah, okay, fair. Everyone gets one. Yeah, there's a match point 6-5 at least, and they're up, not down, but, you know, wrong time, wrong place.
A lot of tools to be oppressive with, right, with the Jackal and the Dokkaebi together. You'd hope that would take away some of the sharp edges of Wolves and their potential drone game, the early spawn peaks, the craziness that we've seen from them at points throughout this series. BDS really looking to kind of take this one quietly into the night, just suffocate Wolves out and not give them any room to make any craziness happen, but never count them out. They will always find a way. As we've seen repeatedly, they've tried to make flanks work. They haven't always come off. In fact, the majority of times they haven't, but it's not been for a want of trying.
Tough decision making here for BDS, right? They know this side is relatively weak. They could go for a rush, but it's risky. Likewise, the Roam, very isolated players from Wolves, but they're spread out so much with long on side with those soft destruction in the walls. This is a hard one to problem solve, I think. Wolves just now, they're all falling back, actually, as I say that. They gave up Bar, they gave up the Roam. BDS gotta work overtime right now. They gotta make every single second count. Bandit batteries, only 2 pre-plays, gotta clear out those, get the walls open up. There's the first exothermic charge, but they only have a soul heart breacher. If they want the backside open, Greedy has to rotate all the way across the map to get that wall opened up, and he needs help as well because P4's ping pipes.
Oh no, and that's where it begins. Wolves starting out with the entry. Leakifak offline. It's far from the end of the world. He was the Jackal. He was already low HP. But that's one less gun you're running around with one of your only 2 players to be in double-digit kills as well. Made a big contribution for Outchalet so far. They've got 35 seconds to work with here, Nick, and it feels like they've not done so much of the work that's required of them to make this a successful hit. They've got the vertical control, and now a last-second change. Going instead towards Connect, so what this opened up, they want someone to drop in alongside it, off towards the left here as well, and really get a bit of a surround on the go. Blue Stairs backstab also coming on through. No call coming out to help them here. It all comes down to gun skill. Solitar's in for 1. Lasmo, trade straight back to the other side, and now a 4v2 breaks out for Wolves. They might be able to hold on here. Shaiko with 1 more, 10 seconds to play. He's got to hold the cover here against 3 players pushing their way forwards. Fully exposed at the top side, gets 1.
いやー、よくこれ当たったね。車線が1本しかない段階で、車線が切れた段階でよく当たったよな。いや、やっぱウルブズいいチームなんだよな、こうやって見ると。なんでなんだ。
Yes, they gotta fight first, stay vigilant, but recognize when enough is enough and fall back and cut your losses. BDS, they have to run to the entire map, they have to take control, they have to problem solve.
はちょっとやっぱ何を狙ってるのかわからない攻め方が何度かある。
Still so heavy on the drone game as well, as we've remarked a couple of times.
Another chat.
I mean, this is what I
happens
mean.
all the time, no?
Can we please keep Usus off Brava? I've just seen him just throw so many of these drones away. I'm just like, bro, they're so valuable. Like, what are you doing? Mowgli's the first to fall though. Not a bad start at all, but that bulletproof still stands here. Please, not another. Just get. Oh my. Okay.
He got the jammer at least.
Excellent.
And they lost the drone.
Excellent.
And they lost the brat. Oh my god.
Okay,
He's
one
got
more.
one more.
Let's try.
Wait,
Let's
one
try.
more,
Let's try. You can do this. I believe. Oh,
he
oh,
missed.
dodge the EMP. Oh, skills. Technical. Go.
Oh, shit.
I'm pretty sure he's like, God knows what, 0 for something on its successful attempts with these drones. Man, it stands as the final boss on that back corner. I know it's a nuisance to deal with, but Jesus Christ.
It's taking so much time and effort as well. It's the big thing. I mean, look at the timer. 1 minute, 10 seconds left. They've just reached office side on piano. Instead of break apart this top library hold. I think Wolves have mostly fallen back right now, though, and BDS don't know this yet. Yeah, they're playing blue staircase, sure. Mezzanine. They're actually gonna stick their ground. Never mind. They haven't fallen back at
こ
all.
れキル拾えてない状況
I
だ
mean,
と
this force in the
一応
back.
拾えて
They've got a line on side bar of the Dokkaebi. You're actually favoured to stand still and hold your ground for a little bit longer. We'll do just that. And
いやこの
I don't
粘り
know, a
に
lot
対
of
して
whiff
詰
being
めき
shown
れてない
here
と
so
こあ
far
るか
by
ら
BDS
な
looking into an uncomfortable spot where they might have got themselves a kill, but they're being a little bit impeded here. Down to the last 40 seconds. The C4 at the top as well. Going to find him from below. Not that it's needed as the kills fly on through. Down to a 3 versus 3. Solotov is on his backside at this point. A Pokeball catches him out. A double kill comes on through. BDS have got 30 seconds here for Brede and Leakyfact to go absolutely nuclear. Otherwise, it's Wolves out of seemingly nowhere, snatching things back. Their entry record has been atrocious. Dog poop through the whole series, but almost enough that they can hold on. Smoking towards stock here. Side. Asa holds on, makes
朝
it a
強
second.
すぎ
Wolves are at
Impact when till this.
ここでタイムアウト残ってたの
Okay,
で
the
かい
box
よな
cramped it down a bit. Yeah, it's
残り2ラウンドならで
earlier
き
on
るもんな
first map when we spoke about that an awful
ま
lot
ず
back
は
then.
ここ取ってって感
For
じだよな
BDS, they're the one without a hero right now. On the other side, it's Acer. He's had an incredible
Yeah.
2 maps.
Yes,
38 and 24, he currently sits across the series. He has been the hero that they needed the most. With P4 also playing catch up. He's now back up to 33 to 29. Yeah, not far into positive,
Ambush
but at
ロック
least he's contributing. BDS, very well rounded. 4 players are sat around the 30 kill mark, for example. That's not a bad performance. Looking now, there's some good performances on the team, but has anyone got that star quality that's carrying them over the line? Sadly, no. And I think that's what could end up costing them here is not having those big players in the moments they need them most.
Not only asset
Yeah,
playing
お互いに
solo,
この
but
試合やっ
also
ぱ最後
often
ま
on
で攻
support
撃のカー
duties,
ドだよ
playing
な
anchor operators in defense, 3 on the attacking side. The
切り替えな
fact
か
that
った
they found so many
ところがある
kills, just a matter of how strong the bomb sites have been for Wolves, right? BDS, they get to the bomb site, but then they falter. That's asset being successful. Very slow attack round for Wolves right now. They don't want any mistakes, right? They got a really solid lineup. Yeah, very good for them. If they get to the bomb site in a 5v5, and they breach
リ
both
ビング
the
のカメラ
backside
残ってるの
walls
でけえな
with the Monty Ying, I see this being a very easy round. But it is not easy to get to that position. Kai Claus, 1 in pocket, 2 coming out with the canisters. This might struggle,
Yeah, the
or maybe
5v5
this might be a struggle with the 4 wolves
chance
and choke them out.
Trying to slow them down is certainly the play, and then you've got Glows in there, you've got the 2 Roush Remark, a couple of C4s to play behind. They've got a lot they can work with, which might mean a bit of desperation comes out of Wolves. C4's over and out. Almost catches the Monty down to half HP. Not ideal there. A couple of bullets will see him finished off. Another C4 could be enough. A Pokeball, you name it. C4 over the top. And the Monty's down. Not out, but probably should get finished off here.
リバイバーできんじゃん
Nothing else to follow. No Pokeball, no flank, no nothing. Will get himself recovered back up here. And in fact, the priest, the 2 guys helping. They've got time to get him up there in front of the Selma that was on the wall. So not a bad spot to be in. Wolves back at full power, but this Monty is looking so flimsy right now. May as well be holding a paper shield, and the 3rd C4 in the round finds the Monty. All 3 have connected with him, and that's the big operator that needed it offline. In come the Selmas now. Sorry, Selmas. The Candelas are in. They're trying to make a plan stick, but Wolves, by the looks of it, unless they can go nuclear, no, they will not. Deadshot drops in, but we're going all the way to 15 to see.
Yes, they go. I think they lose because after 34.
ちょっとエリア取らなすぎだな
Means probably the
裏差しとかない限りは
again.
もうあ
Do
そこ
not
で全
fancy
力
being
来
either
る
of
だ
these
ろ
two teams having to go into that
全リ
game.
ソースかけてくるだろうが
Two
バ
and
レ
a
た
half minutes to determine who walks away the winner.
Yeah,
This is
問題は
what it comes
BDS
down to,
攻撃なんだよな。
and Wolves have the favourable side.
You know, they both kind of deserve it. Going toe to toe, fighting back and forth. The mental fortitude, the exhaustion. It's getting very late. 26 minutes past midnight right now. The final 2 minutes to go. And it comes down to this. Wolves defending kitchen bomb site. BDS doing that good old thing. They're droning the scouting, intriguing though much quicker this time around. And also, no Bravo, no Flores. We've been critical of them. And this time, it's a more active piece of utilities, right? Nomad air jets those flanks, IQ, enemy utility, and they're making such quick pace right now. If the Kite Ball can lock out the thermal charges with a mistimed EMP from Solotov, that would be brutal. So we gotta see them in. Here comes the first one. Extra thermal charge. Second one comes through surely. Surely.
Not expecting it to get tricked out.
It's fine. Okay, it's fine.
Breathe, it's okay, Nick, it's okay. No trauma flashbacks, it's all good. The thing is, that's just step one. That's that top floor to give them the long angle to be able to challenge and stop the vertical. Now they've got to worry about getting that downstairs wall opened up as well. Shouldn't be a massive bother for them. Got to be mindful of the kind of antics that Wolves have been pulling all game. The over-aggression, the number of times they've lost players in the opening 40 seconds of God knows how many rounds throughout this game. They love the aggression. They love the surprise factor. They love catching BDS off and upsetting their plans. For now, no one goes down. The flash on the other side of the piano doesn't actually catch out Mobley here, but Shaiko's found one. Dead shot on his backside. Again, so many entries have gone against Wolves this game, yet they've still found a way to be here all the way into the final round. Two more dug in, and they really want to stop this vertical going against them. Main wall now being opened up, and they've got to dig on a little bit further back. The path is open for BDS. A single C4 in the back pocket, a bulletproof down to give them a bit of information. A Capital in the hands of users. Spoke about this operator so much throughout this series. Mowgli now falls as well. It's starting to go from bad to worse here from Wolves. They sorely need to find a kill to get it back on side. There's one for them, but Shaiko makes it a second. And Wolves crumbling before our very eyes. A 4v2 breaking out. Someone's got to make something happen, but it simply is not to be. B4's had one hell of a series. Will find one more for himself, but Leaky Fack hits the shot.
やっぱり最後ウルブズ消極的になっちゃったよな。やってることは結構このポイントに対してベタ攻めだったからな。結構ベタに攻めてたからな。そう考えるとやっぱ消極的になりすぎちゃったから、もうちょっと別のところで当たりに行きたかったよね。まあでもこれはタラレバです。めちゃくちゃいい試合だったと思う、この試合。これがセミファイナルって感じかな。これで BDS がメジャー行きを決めたっていう展開なんですけど。